Hello, everybody. Welcome. Okay, for those of you that didn't hear before because you didn't show up on time, you showed up late. That's okay. We're late too. And we are. I owe points for last week, so I see like Happy Corgis. I owe some to Cat Lunar Puppet, Mazda, Mama Scribbles, Mignon. I think it's a steak guy. Spiral, some people in here. I'm going to give those as we go. And certainly if any new ones come in, I'll take care of those too. But just so you're aware, I'm aware. I'll take care of it. Hi, everybody. All right. Recap for last week. Last week, we got to, more or less, we just did a recap of everything that happened prior. Then we did a retro, if you would, like a retcon. Not really a retcon. It's just kind of, I was falling asleep the session prior. And so we just skipped a conversation. Then we went back and actually had those like one or two conversations that we really just were too tired to take care of the session prior. So we finished that up there, which gave like some fairly in-depth information about, say, Gwen, knowing that she does have a disease, but there's apparently, unbeknownst to one of the two of them, but one of the two divine creatures, were able to inform you that that disease potentially has a cure that's been being developed. It's just there's no new news that she has at the moment on it. So that's like glimmer of hope. There's something that we can actually do here to resolve. Yay. But the whole slumbering queen bit is apparently associated with a, for lack of better terms, a demonic creature that's fucking with her. That's inside of the Hodgwen region that you guys were already kind of vaguely aware of. And you were told you can't resolve this right now, but you're going to have to choose. Do you want X or Y to take place? And kind of Ko will make a decision after speaking with Guinevere. And after that, your team then looked at the trees, saw that they were literally eeping planar energy, kind of diffusing, if you will, planar energy into this world, and kind of like causing insane growth, as well as literally, like burning in dark fire. You stole some of the dark fire stuff, dark fire wood, and you threw it into like a canister, into a box, into a bag, in a bag, in a box, in a box. And then you fucked off out of the place and realized, oh, good, the little gremlins aren't coming after us anymore. Eventually, you made your way to Leshev, which was nice. Lots of RP along the way. And at Leshev, you found out that Curve Rock died. Old man. Died of old or something else. And he left his, literally the physical property and some shitty furniture, left the physical property to Mikhail, which made everybody else go harumph for some reasons that apparently made Kiken a little uncomfortable. I don't know why that would be. Anyways, so they the party was like, woohoo, new house! And then I think we ended last session with some of the NPCs were coming to harumph a little bit more, but now you have your friends with you. Bum, bum, bum. And you searched the house to try to see if you could find anything of value in there. I think you took a 20, which was like a go fuck you, Scott. Was your result? Does that sound about right?
Mine's a 31. I think Aldo's was like 35 or something crazy.
We have him in the chat.
I have mine in there.
You took 31. I put mine in Jake's. Jake was a 35. I was a 27. You were a 31.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
Was that a fair enough recap? I missed any details?
I don't know because I don't remember. So I believe you.
Oh, in that case, also, Wade made Koa the BBEG, and he's now going to attack the other two PCs for me, and use luck dice on it.
Interesting.
Wait, we get free luck dice? Hold on, guys. You can come back.
Wait, hold on. Cool. All right, and stuff. Anything else? Oh, they changed.
Did we spend a bunch of money? We did spend a bunch of money. That's about it.
I remember why I didn't give out the points last time. They changed the settings on the app, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to do this right now. And okay, now I know how to do it. I found it. It wasn't difficult. My brain was DMing at the time, and so I couldn't spend the 13 seconds to find it. All right. Yeah, you guys went shop. Oh, that's right. That's what's like a bunch of the session last time too. Y'all went shopping. Yeah. I got a bunch of good stuff too.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Anything else to cover? No. Yes. No.
No, I don't think so.
Cool. Then I will kind of like throw it to you guys. You were actively trying to search the property to see what details whatever were inside of there. I'm going to give you the results of that search in just a moment. But is there any conversations that your characters would have in the interim talking about Curve Rock or the situation or anything at all? Or is it more or less like, no, we've been around each other enough, kind of like we can skip past all that?
I mean, there'd be small talk, nothing necessarily RP. Koa would be kind of like sad about it because he feels like they'd come along a little bit. I don't know how the others would feel, but he was still a dick, but it was kind of like, he's our dick. No, hold on. He's...
Oh.
Well,
don't tell Daisy that.
Close enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Mikhail's mostly just kind of bewildered by the fact that it happened still.
And you got a house, yeah.
Yeah, that's the part he's bewildered by.
Oh, okay.
Curve Rock dying's a little confusing because, he ran on, hatred and vitriol, which usually keeps people going for a while, but...
Oh, no. Is that because he ran out of hatred and vitriol?
Oh, yeah,
No.
we had his heart grew 3 sizes from the song I played him.
Then he got
which was
robbed.
Just too much for his chest.
He burned his books and got robbed. I think his hatred came right back.
Yeah, it probably shrank right back down. Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Maybe it came back too hard. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you push too hard, Oh, did we just get a hype train thing going on? I didn't realize.
I think so.
Hey, hype train.
Looks like it.
Cool. All right. So, then getting into your 32 or whatever it is, searching throughout the property. 35?
Yeah, highest was 35.
Yeah, so your character's spending your time searching out the property, and then eventually there's like a on the door, and you're like, oh, shit. Okay, here they are. Do you give the two of them, I don't know if you want to like just set yourselves up in the mindset of RP, do you give them a heads up of who it is that's coming?
Oh, yeah. He would.
Because I think one of them is going to pretend to be da-da-da. Go ahead.
I mean, because I don't know exactly, I don't have like details on these people. Just I know they're like, what was it? One of them was his cousin's best friend's twice removed, whatever. Like, I didn't get like a bunch of details on them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he would let you guys know that other people who were at the funeral who may or may not have a problem with the fact that he was bequeathed this manor will be coming by.
Cool.
That's about it. That's kind of all what he knows too.
Anything from you guys, or are you good?
Koa would be understanding. He's like, well, we also don't know why you got it, so makes sense.
Yeah, I suspect they're going to be asking how I knew him and grilling me on a bunch of little details that I've either forgotten or don't care to give over. So,
do we know who got the?
That'll
books?
be fun.
Who got the what?
The books weren't auctioned. They were just they weren't auctioned off at all. So they're just, whatever's left, I guess, is still in here.
Well, I didn't know if someone came. Like, I didn't know if something was given before. Because you went to like the will reading, right? So they might have been an auction, but I didn't know if they were given away as part of the will, or if we don't know what the fuck happened to them.
Currently, you don't know what the fuck happened to them. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are they not in the house? I guess is the question.
You guys are searching right now. I'll get to that after we're done talking. Yeah. We're gonna do the RP first.
My bad. Good.
Yeah, you're good.
So we find a pile of ash with one label. It's like the book we were like needing most. We're like, oh,
it's just this. It's just like a single crow's feather on it. No, so anyways, the three of them. Jesus, Steve. Hey, Steve. Oh boy. So the three of them, come up to the door. I assume Kiken. It's Mikhail that goes over and answers the door.
Yes.
Perfect. The other two are just going to keep searching around, but staying within earshot.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Mikhail's like in a robe with a pipe, looking like it's his house, and he's just leisurely hanging out.
Yes, come in.
Slowly cleaning a dagger out. So anyways, you go to open the door, and the three of them are standing there, and one of them looks to you and says, "Good day."
Likewise, I just gesture inside,
Right.
assuming they're
You,
wanting to go in.
yep, you step to the
And
side.
you're nicer than I was. I was going to send them away.
So, wait, I forgot I was supposed to be let Aldo be the butler.
Yeah, well, I said
That's
one of you
right.
guys are going to do something funny or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot.
So he steps to the side to go let them in, and each one of them, when they go inside there, they immediately go over and remove their travel cloaks and remove their boots and put them inside the cubby or whatever it is that's there. And if they have weapons on their person, they immediately remove their weapons and hang them up into the cubbies that are right there, right by the door, as is typically the case. They do so without saying a single word. It's just methodical, and it's well practiced. And then once they're done, they turn to you.
Can I get is there a check I can make to try to figure out what the like proper sort of introductory procedure is? I know I did it forever ago when we first came in here.
You know the correct procedure.
But,
you don't know check you need to make. So you're going
Okay.
to invite them to the front room. You're going to say the right words and so on and so forth. Your character's not only just good at this in general, but you're well practiced at this specific thing. You're good.
Yeah.
So now
Okay,
Drazstone's formalities might be a bit different than here, but you're here and they're at Curve Rock's house, so it's very likely that they're going to expect of you the Loshevian approach as opposed to a Drazstonian approach, right?
Okay. Yeah, he just goes through what he knows. There are a couple of times that he kind of like hesitates at whatever like the next step is, almost like he kind of double checks himself, and then we'll proceed almost. I'll be honest, it's kind of a bluff. Like he knows what to do, but he doesn't want to come across as arrogant and like, oh, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
like,
don't worry,
kinda
I
give
got you,
them
bro. When you're doing all that, I bring in just one short of the amount of glasses, and I pour them. I give you one, so then they have to make that decision
Yes.
that we had to make. It's exactly what happens.
Perfect.
So as beautiful as that is, as much as I appreciate that, when you walk into the room, the thing that catches their attention is the fact that you still have boots on. Because I paid attention last session as to whether or not your character said that you took your boots off or whatnot at the entrance. And since it's Mikhail's house and not Curve Rock's anymore, right? And you don't do it at your own place.
I didn't even have boots on to begin with, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he walks around barefoot. Yeah, that's right. So they notice the fact that you're walking around, you and Koa are walking around with your boots on inside of the house, as of course they're barefoot inside the place. I imagine, Mikhail, your character probably would have noticing them take theirs off, probably would have taken yours off, but you don't, and that there would have been slippers here to use, but like, you can use them, but you're gonna have to get your own supply. Otherwise, so they're gonna take note of that. So when Aldo does come in at some point in time and offers the glasses, they will say thank you, and when there is one missing, you guys can go ahead and roll me a sense motive check because that's really good.
Okay.
About as good as I can
Actually,
hope for.
Can't even see the result. Jesus, I'm gonna just do one better than you. We did roll. I'm like, where's Wade's? Cool. So that's not like we ever really care about what he rolled because it's usually just trash. So
17's pretty good, man. It's flat.
you failed. So the two of you were able to make the vibe check, and you're able to pick up that there's like a moment of like pause and realization when this plays out, where like at first it's offense, but then it's like understanding of what's happening, and you can actually see that there is an appreciation of what's being done right now. So clearly offended because you're saying one of you is not my equal. You know what I mean? Like you're which is a posturing. So there's offense, but they appreciate the fact that you are using formalities the correct way. So that was solid, Jake. And so anyways, they are going to, kind of like go about that. And there's like this silent negotiation amongst them to discern which is the one that goes without. And I as like a mental note for which of them it is. Their names before, if you care to know them, they were, I'm not going to give you their full names. I have last names too. But Varka, if you want, is he, one of them, some scars or whatnot on his face. There's Majira. Those two get glasses. It's Corvin that doesn't. get the glasses. But I don't think you ever got their professions or much about their backstory, did you? So you would just know that Corvin didn't get the glass, and Majira and Varka did.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyways, they're in there and they're looking to have small talk with you. Before we get into any RP, just for navigating the small talk, you can go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check. They are asking some relatively basic things, kind of like stuff that you've already expected beforehand. How did you know him? How did you form this relationship? How well do you know this place? How long have you been around here? Like, those kinds of questions, and even questions about who you are yourself. Like, oh, where are you from? Da-da-da. And I'll wait till you roll your diplomacy here. But to answer the question, are you forthright with the fact that you came from Paradel? Like, you're not like, oh, I'm from around. You're like, oh, I grew up in, just over the border in, in Paradel.
No, he'll tell him exactly where he's from.
Well, that's actually, I think, the worst diplomacy check I've ever seen you roll this campaign, even at level 0.
It's pretty low, yeah. I rolled a 6 on the die, so.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever rolled that low of a number on the die for a diplomacy check.
I think you get 3 rerolls on it, right? Because you rolled 3 2s?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Do you want to use a luck die or one of the +2s from the that just came from the hype chain?
I might throw a luck on that if you guys are cool with it, because I actually don't know how much we have.
I don't know if we have any, but you can try it.
I don't either. We very likely have 0.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for a bit. I have to recheck how many sessions are left, but yeah, that's it for a bit. All right, cool. And so yeah, he is so you kind of like explaining this stuff. You can tell that while you're trying to handle the small talk, your character clearly has like a degree of like this. I have more important things I need to take care of. Like, I don't know you guys. What are you doing here? There's you're not coming off as smoothly as maybe you normally would. Maybe because of the distraction. Maybe because of everything just fucking happened the past few days. The more important things that are going on to deal with this kind of like layman bullshit is just frustrating. And so maybe that's why it's coming through that way. Either way, you don't really kind of win them over any more than you already had beforehand. But one thing you do glean from the conversation, you're saying that you're from Paradel. They don't give a shit. Like that. That means nothing to them. And moreover, with your really good sense motive, you and Aldo kind of pick up. It's not just that they don't give a shit. They just kind of assume. Like, you get this vibe off of them. They just assume you're all from Paradel. Like one of those, like, you're clearly not from here. Like, okay. But either way.
Okay.
So that's like what you get off of it. So getting into RP, when you're having this conversation with them, they're just kind of like, asking the questions, one of them will say to you, I can't help but notice the magnificence adornment that you wear.
I'm wearing a lot of magnificent things. So I'm presuming I don't have my weapon on me.
Nope. And if
so he's talking about the crown.
Looks, if your character looks a little like...
No, he doesn't.
Yep.
No, I'm assuming it's the crown then.
Oh, of course.
Then he'll say, yes, that. It was quite the find, I have to say. Do you know its history?
He sits back for a long moment and thinks and says, perhaps, but let me hear it from the storyteller.
Okay. That would be Aldo. No.
You're the bard, right?
Do you want me to make a perform check?
You do not need to roll a perform check. I'm curious what you're going to say to him. You don't have to RP it out if you don't want to, but I'm curious what you're going to say.
It's a bunch of stuff that I have to go look up because I remember it is the Muharib crown. Mm-hmm. I remember that part.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they're all about monster hunting and gates and whatnot.
Yep.
I don't remember the rest of the like small details off the top of my head, so I'd have to go find them.
Aldo, well, it looks like you're thinking for a second. He like will kind of bend down, I guess, because he's probably standing behind you, and he'll whisper in your ear, just be careful what you say to them. Otherwise, there'll probably be another visit from the people that robbed the place last time.
Obviously, your counsel, even if it's not heard, it's noted, but they'll see you give counsel. That doesn't necessarily mean they heard what you said, right?
Yeah.
He just he like gives pause, like he has to think for a second, then like kind of pats Aldo on the shoulder. Like, oh, thank you. I'll remember afterward, or I'll check that afterwards. Okay, I found it.
Okay, so what do you say to them?
Okay, so he'll note the actual name of it was Shuharim, also called the Crown of Echoing Steel. And that it was. Hold on, let me see. Geez, hold on, this is all scattered. Which was called Shade, which translates to Shade Drinker, was the other thing. They wouldn't care too much about translating it. Okay, basically, he'll get into just the like actual historical bits about the Muharib clan and where the crown is actually from, like what leader it was, because I know that's somewhere in here. And we'll try to just kind of segue into turning it less into just him telling this whole story, like kind of get to the, oh, it was from here. This is what it, this is what it represents. This is who had it last, as far as we can tell. And we'll try to turn it into something of a conversation, like about, like he'll share some like speculations on where else it may have passed down from, who it might have, like where it might have, why it might have ended up where it is, that kind of stuff, rather than just continuing with regaling them with history he doesn't actually have.
Love it. Great. Inevitably, it's going to fall to, and then with where it is, them kind of being like, in short, the fuck.
He found it.
Yeah. So one of them is going to not so delicately say, it has deep history, and it has passed many brow, and yet it falls on yours.
Of course, only for now. It's useful. It's been invaluable, honestly, in many different dangerous situations. It's been needed. But of course, there will come a time when I need to return it to its rightful people, its rightful culture. But it has its uses at the moment, helping many.
You can see there's like looks amongst each other, and they're like not saying, but communicating, if you will, looks almost like trying to justify whether or not, should validate each other on whether or not the next thing should be said. Finally, one of them said, go ahead.
Oh, during that pause, he will actually say, he says, I'm sorry if this is imprudent. Are any of you Muharib?
One of them stirs slightly, and then he'll say, not exactly. My family line does trace back that way, but I cannot claim to be of that clan.
I see.
That being said, I have distant relatives who are Muharib. Distant relatives who are familiar with this region. Distant relatives who have visited recently.
That's so. It would be good to get in contact with someone of that lineage so that I can figure out where this is going ultimately.
Another one chimes up and says, "Seems like you conveniently missed contact with that lineage."
Oh, they were the ones who came through previously.
And the third of monks, if you will, says, "Looking for stolen goods. Looking for stolen artifacts, heirlooms."
Yes. Yeah, I suppose in one way it was convenient. Very few things have been the last several months. I don't know how that would have gone. But it seems that violence wasn't on the forefront of their minds. I mean, much worse could have been done here, so...
Much worse, not sure. Here you are wearing the crown, the pinnacle of the heritage of Muharib. When they came calling looking for their stolen artifacts, you conveniently have it on your head, are not here in the town of Leshev, and somehow he looks around the house, benefited even more in your absence.
I see. Frankly, this gesturing to the place is still a mystery to me. I've been looking through it. I hadn't had the opportunity to check the entire house yet to see if there was a message, anything in particular, a reason that he'd leave it to me, knowing my specialties, my education. I feel there has to be some other purpose. We got on fine, sure, especially considering difference in cultures and age gap and everything, but this is still baffling.
One of them abruptly stands up and says, "The hospitality has been appreciated." The other two will then, obviously slightly surprised by the abruptness, they will put down their glasses and stand up as well. And will say, "It's been a pleasure." And we'll turn to leave.
He'll say, a moment, the contact, is there a way I could reach out to your family, or you could on my behalf? I'd rather the first time we make contact isn't so abrupt.
Yeah. They turn to you and simply say, "I'm sure they will speak with you soon."
He just nods. Then it's been a pleasure.
And the three of them, I assume you escort them to the door?
Yeah.
Okay. They will go through the various escort the door, and then one of them will turn to you and they will hand you they'll hold out like a small parcel for you and for you to take. And as they do so, they say, "It is a custom where we are from to not go calling upon somebody's home uninvited unless you bring a gift." Like they explain it to you as you clearly look a little surprised that they're offering you something.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I take it.
Yep. And then they will each of them silently walk out the door. They for anybody who's watching out the window, I imagine Aldo, as they're going off, once they get a good distance from the property, triple the distance between the house and the gate, triple that distance away, they start being a lot more animated, having a very animated conversation with one another, clearly frustrations airing. They're not close enough to be able to hear anything or to see too much of the gestures, just far more animated than they were inside the place.
Of course.
Yeah. And I imagine it's Aldo that sees that while Mikhail is opening the parcel that's there.
Yeah. He goes back, clearly also a little frustrated, back over to the table. Mm-hmm. And we'll open it. That went fucking well.
It's an ingot of some type of metal. I don't know. Looks like iron or steel or something, but a proper like stamped ingot. It has been mined, smelted, and shaped, and now it's ready to be sold on a market, traded, so on and so forth. Even has like a the smelter stamp or the whatever mercantile house's stamp on it.
Is it Electrum?
It's not Electrum. No, God no. Oh God no. Oh God.
Okay.
There's so much money.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's ingot, so it's heavy as shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an ingot, but no, not Electrum. Again, it looks like an iron or steel or something.
Okay. Jeez, I don't even know. What would it take to identify it?
A visit to your friend.
I mean, okay. So there's no way that I can without bothering Hinta.
You're not familiar with these matters. You're not a metallurgist.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I would like recognize the stamp from something or what.
Oh, you don't recognize the stamp's totally a possibility. I accept that. Do you have like an Adirian history or anything like that, or just a plain history check?
I have. Let me see. I have Adirian curses, which probably doesn't apply. I have mole history.
Mole history. That's a much weaker one, but it could work if you don't have like a flat. Like it's better than nothing. It's better than flat intelligence, but it's worse than say like something to do with the region of deer specifically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's probably my best one.
Knowledge local, Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 is not a bad roll. Just the DC's elevated because of the wrong die. Are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep
it is actually associated with the mercantile or the clan, which is it's a mercantile clan, with the clan of Keth, Keth. And that's one of the ones that were there. Actually, one of the ones that did receive a glass. To be specific, is the one that handed it to you. Kind of thinking about the person. This is amongst them. Definitely the most polite person amongst the group that's there, and they gave they're the ones that gave it to you. So the House of Keth, they are not miners or anything like that. They're a mercantile clan, and so likely what it is that other clans that do the mining instead of Drazstone, and then they move the goods for them. So Drazstone is known for mining various qualities of metal. So if this is actually mined from there, this could be one of their native metals or whatever. Either way, it's likely a quality, material. Make a decent weapon out of it.
Okay. Just because he doesn't know what it actually is, he refrains from like touching it with his fingers and stuff like that. We'll just
you would know that it's iron or steel. So like, if you touch it, just wrap it back up afterwards. So
yeah,
obviously if it's not stainless steel. It's supposed to be oiled and I mean, in real life, these things. So
yeah. It's just probably one of those things where he would like put it away without touching it and be like, that was probably overkill, but whatever. It's fine.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And
after that's done, Aldo walks up to Mikhail. Obviously his posture's changed now that they're gone and all that, and he just looks at you and he goes, "What was that?"
Annoying. I don't know. I tried to network a little bit. I took a risk. It didn't pay off.
Took a risk. That was Mikhail. I would have thought you would know way better than that. You know what you've done, right?
Although I thought they were going to recognize the crown anyway. I figured I would get ahead of it and see if we could get in contact with someone. Kind of kick the can down the road.
In contact for what? The people that came here that robbed Curve last time, which now they're going to come and rob you forcefully.
I mean, clearly they didn't just start taking things. I figured if I could open a line of communication that there would be a different way to deal with this.
They came here and demanded first.
I know.
I know. Are you going to give the crown up?
Of course not.
So Mikhail, you've just forced a conflict probably sooner than we're ready for.
I'm sorry. Do you actually want to know my reasoning, or are you just upset?
Both. I'm confused.
I didn't think there was a way to avoid it forever. If I lied to them, then it only makes it worse later if they figure out I'm lying. The story does exist out there, outside of us. They can identify this after having seen it. I had figured it was better to be up front and try to make contact that wasn't them, something that we can handle over a long period of time. Letters, that kind of things. Just smoke screens. It takes a lot longer to communicate things that way. We can misdirect if we need to a little bit easier that way. But also, if I'm not having to answer directly to these folks and talk through them, we have more control over the situation. The other way is I lie to them, they eventually catch us in the lie, and then what? I lie again, until eventually there is a conflict, and now we're definitely enemies. There's not even a way to pretend that this could be solved amicably.
I think...
Yeah, it revealed too much, but like I said, it was a risk.
Yeah, but, Mikhail, these guys aren't like, the curator of a museum, which they'll liaise with you over letters about the procurement of something they think belonged to them ages ago. They're going to come here, demand it, if we are here. If we are not, they'll probably ransack the house and just... who knows what's going to happen to the town again now? You know what I mean? This is, are we going to be staying here? You know what I mean? Waiting now? They're going to come here, demand it. If we're not here, they'll demand things of other people. But if we are here, they'll demand it from you. And when you don't give it, they will try and take it. That's where we are forced right now.
Aldo, they've already taken from this town. What else are they going to ask for other than us?
When we're not here, they might look again. People that may have got rid of things last time. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
You can't think that everything's got, they've got everything on the first sweep.
I think if that's the case, they were going to come back anyway.
I don't think that, because we've given them a reason to now.
Okay.
Koa walks in with a tray of
what lie would you have told, and how do you think that'd have gone? Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. Just Koa walks in with a tray of whatever food was left in Curve Rock's house. Whatever wouldn't go, I brought snacks.
Yeah,
what lie I would have told them? I probably wouldn't have worn the crown in front of them, but say that I had. I would have said I got it from people that sell those weird things. You know what I mean? I'd say it was cheap and not worth anything.
I don't know that. Maybe you could sell that one.
What are they going to do?
Looked at it and
to see it for themselves?
Even if they don't, they already knew. They looked
people
at
know
it.
What people know what you tell them. I've never seen that side of you, Mikhail, and I don't mean to speak wrong of you. You've forced us into a situation here which we are not ready or equipped for.
I don't know
Neither
if
is
it's
this
as
town.
avoidable as you think it was. They took one look at it and immediately locked in on it. I could have told them it was cheap, but how long are they going to believe that?
Longer than we have now.
I don't have your skill, Aldo. I can't sell stuff like that. I can try, sure, I can, but I have to have something to go on. If it was me in their position, and I immediately recognize something as mole make, something with electrum in it, it's going to be real tough to make me think otherwise. I might think you're an idiot if you tell me it's some cheap, worthless thing, but it's not going to change my mind about what I've seen with my own eyes. And then they're going to go tell their people, and their people are still going to come out here. So yeah, maybe you can rip into me for wearing the crown in front of them. That was a bonehead move. I'll give you that. But I don't think it was as avoidable as you're saying.
I think like I said, at the very least, we would have had more time. But now, Mikhail, as we all know, you're not going to give it up, right? But you have given your word and said that you are, which poses another issue.
I said eventually. But what? You think I should? You think I should just give it to them?
No! I don't think you should at all.
I don't either.
Look,
but if it comes down to...
If we come to another keep and there's 20 more artifacts, guess what? Not giving them up either.
But if it comes to them ransacking the town or that, then what? We just fight them?
Well, that is the situation, I'm sorry, that you've got us into.
Fine.
You know very well how that crown works. It is powerful.
Yes.
Very powerful.
Well, clearly, its ability to impart wisdom is lost on me, Aldo.
You know what? I'm going to finish searching, and I'm going to go get a drink. I haven't had one for a
I
long
brought the
time.
food.
Thank you, Koa. Aldo just grabs something off the plate, and he'll take a bite. And
I imagine you grabbed the thing
What
Koa
was
was
it?
about, like he was already partially eating, and you just like,
Yeah,
he goes for something else.
sure.
Mikhail just sits there, kind of just stares into the spot for a while, and he just sits back in the chair.
After Aldo kind of like walks away, Koa will, he'll still holding the tray in front of you in case you want any food, but he'll say, I missed part of what was going on, but it sounds like the crown, something you said or did, may cause people to come back and try to take it, cause issues.
Yeah, the people who basically robbed the town last time looking for mole artifacts, yeah, they're going to come back at some point. Probably soon.
Just because
Those are
those
looking
three
for
know
this.
about it?
One of them's got Muhadim in their family, but I don't even think that matters. I think it's just the fact that it's mole and it's here.
Well,
Maybe they were okay with it to an extent before. Doubtful. Seems like maybe this is what they were looking for the first time they came.
I mean, there's always a chance they already knew about us possibly having things anyway when they came through the first time. Somebody might have said something.
Probably, but
You had a reason for
whatever.
telling them, yes?
Of course I did, but
Well, then
Doesn't
don't sweat
matter.
it,
The
Mikhail. I know
situation's the
Aldo's
situation.
upset, but we take risks all the time. They're not all going to pay off. And this one may not have changed anything after all, if they
Could
already
have.
knew, or if they could have, yes. But we'll deal with that when it comes. This group of people were already on our list of, well, if they come back, then we were going to defend Leshev anyway, if we were here.
Yeah,
And I'd rather them come after us than innocent people anyway.
I wasn't focused. I should have been more focused.
He'll,
I could have
pat
left
you
a
on the
better
back,
impression.
almost dropping the tray.
I have one curve rock over here, like sets it on the table. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to do the same. I just wasn't. I was letting myself be distracted, and I shouldn't have. That was important. I shouldn't have worn the fucking crown in the first place out here, or I should have covered it in something. I don't know.
There's a lot of reasons to be distracted right now. With everything that happened in the last week or two, you getting this house, Curvrot being gone, we need to make our way over to possibly deal with wyverns and, well, I'm blanking. Yara? Her name was Yara. Was in the Mountain Keep. With us. The half.
I think Yara was. She was there. Yeah, she was there.
She was the one that knew that there were like an undead presence, right?
Yeah.
Wyverns, and if Yara was correct, some undead presence.
Yeah.
We have a
Right.
lot of reasons to be distracted, so don't. We need to stay united and not get too down on ourselves.
No, it's fine. It's not like he's not completely wrong, just mostly wrong. I'm not good enough at debate to convince him of that, but anyway,
I think I am, but I'm not going to try.
that's a good idea. We need to finish looking because if they come back, then we want to make sure whatever is here isn't here.
I still think I'd rather deal with whoever was here than wyverns or an eternal but not immortal entity. And those are on our list, so at least these are people.
That is a good point.
He'll like smile at that and like go to start searching again, like feeling like he proved his point to you.
He'll actually take something off the trait and then go back to the search.
Honestly, that's kind of really reassuring. Like, hi, my Molly. Hey, Molly.
Molly, just in time.
I met him just in time. He's a cool dude.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, Molly, I don't know if you even give the slightest flying fucks about this, but Brittany's leaving in I don't know, like 8 hours to get on a plane to go to see Backstreet Boys in the Sphere in Vegas. It's one of those things where like nobody's really a Backstreet Boys fan anymore because like that was forever ago. But you know, you go for like the laughs, and apparently it's a very well produced show. So, is that something you would ever see yourself doing? Going to go see a BSB show, but wouldn't go to a concert? Yeah, it's like her cousin was able to acquire tickets for like a group of them, and so she's like, well, tickets are literally 2/3 the cost. Fly to Vegas, stay at a hotel for multiple nights, go out to eat every day is 1/3 the cost of going to see the Backstreet Boys. So she was like, all right, well, this is an opportunity. I'm going to take it. So
what I don't know. You say that, but if a Backstreet Boys song comes on and you're in a pub or a club or whatever, everyone knows the words and it's sung loudly.
Of course. I mean, if it's one of like the top 5 songs, sure.
What else are they going to play? Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You go for the deep cuts and you put it on, and there's like one chick just belting it out, and a few too many. Oh. Anyways, all right. So, thanks for the raid, Mama. So, yeah, back to the game. Yeah, he fucks off. Well, since Aldo fucked off and he went to go get a drink and left, I guess that means we don't use his 35.
Did you not hear what
he said? He said he was finishing his search first.
I know, but it's like going to take hours, and he's like grumpy. I feel like we should just go.
No, that gives him time to cool off and decide he doesn't need the drink.
So while searching around the house, you find mostly just junk. You know what I mean? Things that are just weren't removed from the place. We're talking like some old clothing that just weren't removed because it wasn't something that's worth cataloging. For the sake of the estate, you're going to find a good bit of, again, just like crappy furniture, things like that, things that aren't even worth noting. Certainly, if there's anything of value in the house, it would have already been taken out of the house and removed from the place. But in searching through the house, you actually do find with your fucking 35, you go into the basement, the foundation of the place, because again, this is an old one. He has one of the old estates here, so he does have a foundation. When you go into the foundation, you can see that the foundation also similarly, there's nothing down there of value. At one point in time, Aldo, who's in a pissy mood, does see a cask, so he cracks it open, to go see if there's an Aldo, this shit turned to vinegar probably years ago, and knowing Curve Rock, he probably drank it out of spite. Does Aldo?
No,
okay,
it does not.
So clearly that got left there. But while Aldo's down there, probably popping his ass up on that cask and, being pissed he can't even drink it, he's looking around the place and realizes something. Fucking Mikhail, with all the stupid mistake he made, so on and so forth, gets this property. And you're looking around the basement and you realize something. The place upstairs is not small. And the foundation down here is not that large. And usually you need a foundation to cover, the external walls of a house. And you've walked around the house and architect. You've walked around the house. There weren't any areas that felt like additions were put on. It does feel like, or maybe if they were, not anything that wouldn't be, covered by the foundation. So while you're down here, you look around a little bit further, just like, this is strange. And you spend more time searching the basement. Upstairs, they're spending, a couple of hours or whatever up there searching around. And you're down here. They probably just think that you're just trying to get away from them for a little while. Well, you're just like really trying to pull at that thread and see if there's anything here. And honestly, not dealing with them is probably not a bad idea anyways. When finally your effort pays off, when you realize one of the walls down here is in fact not a full wall. It's a little bit of a false wall that's down here. And so you come down and you're looking at it. It is surprisingly well designed. It is very surprisingly well designed that it's there. And so when you realize it's a false wall, you're trying to like open it, find the latch, find anything like that to open the thing up. But you can't find any means of doing so. You realize, no, there's definitely, like, I can tell this is not continuous. It's just jam-packed full of dirt. You even took out your picks and scraped at it. Mm-hmm. You can see that it's not continuous. It's not like it's a straight line. It's just, the bricks kind of like woven together. You can tell. You just can't open the fucking thing. You can't find the latch. You can't find anything that's meant to open it. That's where you are. You can go ahead and tell the boys or do whatever you want to do.
Kerborg had like a ring and stuff here, right? Like, I don't know. He's just gonna try playing with almost seeing if there's like some type of magnetic effect or anything like that going over the wall with the ring. He's got a ring of his own, a mole ring. Like he'll just try doing that, and if all that doesn't work, he'll probably start. He'll start putting a disguise on, getting ready to leave, and then he'll tell the boys as he leaves.
Sure. And so, yep, none of that stuff works. None of the stuff that you tried worked. And so again, like you said, you put a disguise on, and then you say you don't say anything to them. You just fuck off.
No, I do as I leave. Like
okay, good. Then I'll throw it to
goes upstairs. Yeah. And he'll find them, and he'll say, "Found something. There's a false wall in the basement. I don't know how to open it. Good luck, boys."
Oh.
And then he'll walk out. Just so you know, too, he put a disguise on, and he has his Billy disguise on, and he walks out the door.
Thanks, Billy. He just leaves it.
So Koa will go take a look. Well, I'll wait till Scott's done.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think he's demonstrating how a crocodile eats. I had to guess.
Really pleading his case.
He's losing. Bad.
She was asking me where one of our travel bottles is. What?
Why did an alligator eat your travel bottle? How did you lose that debate?
We got that when we were in Italy. They're like it's made out of like a silicone or whatever. So when it's empty, you can actually just like fold it into itself, so it becomes like so it's very lightweight when you're not using it. And it compresses, so you just like throw it into a pocket. It's super, super, super convenient when you're like on your feet and out all day. But I'm just like, honestly, but it makes it like, I don't know if y'all feel this way because I drink a lot of water. Whenever you drink out of plastic or silicone or rubber, whatever those materials are, it tastes gross to me. So like I'll use it when I know I'm going to be out, and it's good to like reduce weight as you're going. But like I'd rather just bring a fucking Yeti or an Owala or something, right? So, all right, cool. You said something to them. What are you boys doing?
We'll go check it out.
Investigate the wall. Yeah.
So you go down there and you can see clearly where he's marked it. I don't know if he's marked it with a bit of chalk or whatever it is, but he's marked it. And so you guys can go downstairs and find it yourself. They're wrong. You can find it. He made it obvious for you, so you can go there and check it out. Y'all don't know what to do. If Aldo couldn't find the latch, y'all don't find the latch. So what's your plan?
Where this is in the house, does it make sense that like there's an area above it that could possibly also have access to, or a different wall?
That actually is a really good idea. Why don't you go ahead? Because even if there isn't, then you can at least hatch it through the floor if you wanted to. Go ahead and I think this is Mikhail, architecture engineering roll. It's not a very high roll.
If I don't have those,
no, he does, and you can roll to give him a +2. Because he has every knowledge check, and if you get a 10 or higher, it counts as a 10.
Oh, Jesus!
Or you can just make him worse. He's like, no, it's over here. And you're like, no, it's over here. And he's like, no, it's over here.
The way that rolled to 2 perfectly fine numbers and then just sold down to a 1. It was crazy.
So funny. Oh, so beautiful.
Wow.
Anyways, so you don't need a crazy high roll to see foundation and like where it is, like north. He has a compass and he's still pointing the wrong way. Look, the wall's clearly east here, so he must go west upstairs.
You keep saying east when you mean north. I don't know how you do this.
So this is me in real life. How often have you played D&D with you, Keegan? And I always confuse east and west, and I don't know why.
I don't either.
It's only with maps. Like if I'm talking about, I know the sun rises in the east, and if I'm looking at the ocean, it's the east, unless something wrong is happening. But if I'm looking at a map, I say east when I'm looking left, and I say west when I'm looking right, and I don't know why. But anyway,
it's like after a while, it's like you can tell by listening which one you mean, and that is weirder.
It is like literally, Cell like would have like the Scott Dakota ring. So, like, go back and listen to countless hours of Warmonger, and he'd be like, he means west.
I mean, I was in games with you and Cell, and I saw that happen. I saw that happen live.
I missed the you and Cell dynamic. It's good, but all right, back to the game. Yeah. So, you were you go up there, and you could easily find the location where the part of the building where it is. And you guys aren't idiots. You know, Koa can stomp his foot or gently hit with his hammer or whatever it might be. And you can hear there's a hollowness there that says, well, this clearly isn't sitting on rock. But you're not an idiot. You also know it's not sitting on rock because, like, anyways, you go outside and you look and you're like, okay, there is definitely a foundation here. And you go outside and you check the area where you believe it to be. So clearly there's something there. But even when searching up there, you don't find an entrance down into that part of the basement. So obviously whatever it was that Aldo found, that's got to be the entrance. You just don't know how it functions.
Unless Koa has one more idea.
Sure.
Go outside the rest of the property and see if there's another entrance from the outside.
While we continue to search, I'm gonna put on the ring of the House of Sov, or Sav. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Because I remember that helps find secret entrances and stuff in Mole Ruins, and I know this was like actually old as shit, so I don't know if it'll help or not.
You have that ring?
Yes.
Read to me the effects of the ring.
Oh god. It's also called the Keys to the Mole Empire.
Yep.
Plain looking electrum ring. This is the one I saw in the bowl in the basement at Curve Rock's place. It's the one that he gave me.
Not the basement, it was in the bowl in the hallway and on the armoire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the way to the cellar, that's right. It is cast level 5 or transmutation and divination. Make disable device checks untrained except for on magical traps. Dealing with mole traps, locks, etc. Gains a +3 on checks. Perception checks on mole doors, passages, etc. Also +3. Detects the presence of other rings like it. If they are very close, it's made very obvious. Uses an electric current.
Okay. So you're going to put that on, and this is what Aldo was talking about, using one of the other rings. Not this specific one. He was talking about using one of the other ones to try to use this this method as well. So you go downstairs.
He has one of the electric rings, and then I have this one.
Yep. And so what's your plans to do with that? Oh, you know, by the way, Jake. Wait, you go outside, you look around. Like I said, you can clearly see there's a foundation there, but there's no like outside little hobbit door or anything like that you notice. Right.
I was more so wondering if like there's an entrance further away, like another way into that area. Like maybe it's an escape hatch or something. Not that it's connected to the house itself, but like further out on the property.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You go searching around. You're gonna spend some time out there doing that. You don't inevitably find anything unless it's like coming from somebody else's, property. So it's like a tunnel between two different homes, like you would see in Hod Glen. So unless it's something like that, you have no idea. Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Awesome. So you go down there and you use this thing, and so your plan is to what, like go and like push the wall with it or whatever?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of feel around where Aldo marked, where it looks like there might be a place it'll turn.
You get a small reaction from it as you push against the wall that's there. But the reaction, you just can kind of feel like a small vibration or whatever that's there, but nothing opens, nothing pushes, nothing like that takes place.
Weird. Hey, Koa, this is reacting to the ring a little bit.
You have to go outside and find him. Oh,
He's wandering
Koa?
the property.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Goes all the way outside.
where the fuck is
No,
he? Walking around the building.
uh,
Huh?
Yeah.
Rabbit.
He probably like goes like back upstairs, looks out the window, and it's like yelling at him through the window. It's like, did you find anything? It's reacting to the ring. There's something down there, obviously.
Koa, like, I don't think there's a way in, Mikhail. Like, outside by a tree.
Okay, come back in.
Make his way.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, no, he'll probably just go back over there and shit. Actually, what can I do over there now?
I don't know.
Does the reaction, is it like consistent?
Yeah. Yep. When you against that part of the wall, yes. But I will say
Okay.
you play there, so on and so forth. You don't end up making any headway with putting your hand, because I don't want you to waste like a ton of time with this. You don't end up making any headway with putting your hand against the wall. But there's clearly some sort of a mild reaction that takes place there.
Okay. Can I, using that reaction, can I like figure out the exact like area that reacts before like go all the way to the edge of where it reacts and then where it stops? Mark that.
That's cute.
Go to the other side. Mark that.
Yes, but it really just kind of covers more or less what Aldo had already determined.
Okay.
Outline that
so it's
Aldo
pretty,
had already determined. Yeah.
So it's pretty succinct. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. And it requires your hand to be like pressed against the wall too. So it's one of those things where like the likelihood of your having found this, you know,
Excuse me.
on your own was pretty slim. Like you're fairly fortunate that Aldo had found this before.
Okay. I don't know. There's much else we're gonna find with it right now. Damn. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do with it.
Do you have any other mull artifacts other than the crown?
The
Are
crown.
there any
and
knowledge
this.
checks you can make? You know what I mean? That you might not necessarily be able to think of the.
You are effectively stone walled here, right? Like you
Literally.
Mikhail, with what you have on hands, there's nothing here. I mean, you're wrong. You have a sledgehammer and a Koa. You could bust through, at the very least, the floor upstairs, maybe even the wall here, if that was the approach you wanted to take. But unless you have magic something I'm aware of, like no, you're kind of like blocked here.
Yeah. No, I'll probably pester Quinto about it. What time is it now at this point?
God,
Roughly?
you guys spent a bunch of hours. It's late enough that Aldo thinks it's perfectly fine to go drinking as Billy.
Okay. Then once Koa gets back, he'll just be like, "Yeah, I don't think there's any easy way through here. We'd have to destroy it." Which we want to hold off on. I'm gonna see if maybe Hinta knows anything. I need to show her that ingot anyway. Did you see that?
No, I was making like gestures to the tray that probably has been picked at by both of us for the last
Several hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, this is kind of a dead end for now. Then I'll just run over and show him the ingot.
Cool. And he looks at it. It's nice. Ooh, shiny. Hard. I like it. I throw it at somebody.
Not mortifer, I wish.
Anyways, so at this point, we don't need to waste any more time. Jake, your character's frustrating going out as Billy. Is there anything you want to note? Or you say, no, he goes out as Billy and spends the evening and then comes back?
No, he's actually got a job he's doing.
Okay.
I just want to know, these people that are from Drazstone, they're not from here, so they'd be staying at an inn, I'd assume. Maybe they're, having some drinks. Maybe they're, they don't all share the same room, so they're socializing with each other or whatever. Now, it's a bit of a eavesdroppy situation. You know what I mean? If I can have a drink, have like some small talk with other people, but I want to listen if I can, and they're there to what they're, talking about, what they're saying.
Gotcha. So you try to sit close to them, but obviously not with them, and trying to eavesdrop in. This is 2 checks from you. One is just the bluff check to be able to, make sense for why you're being as close as you are in the scenario that you're in, which again, not same table, but, near enough by. And the second one's going to be a perception check to actually like eavesdrop in, if you will. So I need both. The first one's not that hard because if you're out at a tavern, yeah, that's fine. The second one is going to be the actually listening. And I got to look up the DCs for that just to make sure I'm not. Oh, fuck you.
Thank you.
I hate you. Pathfinder, what's that?
back.
Perception. I wrote that. My typo is powerception. Like POWEERCEPTION. Powerception. I don't think it's a word. That was my typo. Jesus. Okay. A 20 is hear the sound of a key being turned in a lock. A 25 is hear a bow being drawn. A 25 is also sense a burrowing creature underneath you. Whoa. That's pretty high. That's a really good perception check. Anyways, DC is modified by unfavorable conditions, meaning it's like loud or whatever it is, right? People are whispering. Details of a conversation. So it's.
Well, whatever it is, if we've got a +2, I'm going to use a +2 here. Anyway,
no, you don't even need to make. You don't even need to worry about it because here the details of a whispered conversation is a +5. Even if they said these are terrible conditions, meaning like it's loud where you are, and give you a +5, that's a 20. Even if I said you're distracted because you're actively participating in drinking games and not another +5, like that's still just a 25. Like,
yeah,
like 27 crushes. So yeah, you are able to listen to the conversation, and you can hear that they're not wholly talking about, this. They're talking about other stuff as well amongst them, and but you can also hear them talking about what's her name, Hinta as well, which I'll get to. But for the highlights here, the part that they do talk about Mikhail is they talk about how it is unfortunate that this kind of like situation has transpired and how they're frustrated with it, but everything seems to be on the up and up, and there's no reason to believe on the face of it that there was illegitimacy involved, that it's very possible he did genuinely make a bond with Curve Rock, to which, at least one of them is like, that's ridiculous. There's no way in hell. But the other two are like, he was a more complicated person than you understand. Because remember, none of them are really directly associated with Curve Rock. They're kind of removed. So they're just kind of like, all of them are just going based off of stories they've heard as opposed to actual opinions, right? So 2 of them are kind of like buying, okay, maybe he actually did make a relationship. That's something that we can believe, even if they, don't take it completely close to heart. That doesn't change the fact that they don't like, how it played out. They know that their families are not going to be happy with what transpired. And the fact that he has the crown of a Muharib is a problem. And so they actually do talk about the crown. And one of them's kind of like, are you going to report it over? And he says, I'm still trying to decide when is best. And another one's like, wouldn't you tell them right away? Wouldn't you want to know right away? And he's like, this could be a matter of gaining favor. And the other one's like, or saving face. And so like, there's this like, you don't think that they're going to immediately walk up, they have the crown! There's going to be some amount of, you can imagine, inner dealings that they're going to work with. So you probably have, if not at least a few weeks, several months or maybe even longer before they even report to the clan that identifies as being the Muharib that this is missing. And then they would have to act upon it after that and travel all the way to you, wherever you might be, blah, 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 blah. So it's not like this immediate concern, but it's definitely something that's going to be, unfortunately, borrowing into the back of your mind for some time. So there's that news there. As for the Hinta bit, you hear a little bit of the guy's perspective on this one. And that's, without getting into the detail, you can pretty much already figure it out. She was meant to be betrothed with one of them, and it didn't play out. And so at one point, one of them does like a little bit of like buddy to buddy, like jarring, like teasing about the situation, and it doesn't land well, and clearly like you don't get details because they don't talk about it's like unspoken understanding amongst them, but you can clearly tell it is very sour, the fact that they were betrothed and that betrothal never went through. That's pretty much all you can get of that. All right, any final questions or?
I would love to spread rumors that Mikhail and Hinta are engaged, but I'm not going to because Aldo is not Aldo proper right now. Obviously, he had a drink or two, you know what I mean? But for the most part, he, was making it look like he was drinking a lot more than he was. Didn't really drink much at all.
Mm-hmm.
So he will return after that back to the house.
Cool. You head back after that. Cool. The next day, I don't know if there's aside from like talking to each other about that door. I don't know if we move on. Like, what's the plan from here? I imagine the next morning is when everybody finally gets back together and they're cool enough heads to actually speak to one another. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, sensible.
I throw it to you guys. What do you want to do next?
So it is next day. Oh, you should boop the thing.
Oh, thank you for the heads up on that.
Did you guys spend the night at Curve Rocks?
Yes. Oh, no.
No.
Aldo
we would have gone back to the
did it.
manor.
Yeah,
we would have gone back to the manor for sure.
Yeah, Aldo went back to Curve Rocks and spent the night there.
No, I said Aldo went back home.
Oh, okay.
We would have gone back home too, I
That
imagine.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
We so rarely get to use our beds. It doesn't make sense for us to sleep on like Curve Rock's old shitty furniture.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a 20-minute walk or whatever the fuck. Let's see. Okay, I just had to mark off my stuff. So yeah, next day, I guess, over whatever counts as breakfast. Mikhail will just say, so I need to go by Hinta's shop and ask her about this ingot and about that door. We weren't able to figure out a way in or anything.
Yeah, right. Also, ask her if she can try and make an imitation crown while you're at it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Wonder how long something like that would take. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't think we have any other questions for her today. Yeah?
For Hinta?
No.
Yeah.
Unless you want to show her the ingot and then the wall. That'd be about it, right?
Yep. Well, and no. Asking about an imitation crown, which I was honestly also thinking of.
No, I mean, if we don't need to RP it, but Koa would also just check in and see how she's doing. It was a lot she also went through with us.
Yeah.
I know she's not usually one for small talk, so I imagine she's probably a little gruff about it, but he would genuinely just be like, "You doing all right? Like, we're heading out here again soon, but make sure you were good."
Yeah.
And he'll let her know whenever they're going back to see any of the ruins of the forge or whatever. He'll be like, "We'll let you know."
Yeah. So yeah, but before heading off, he'd be like, it'd say, we'll figure out, when we should nail down, like, when we plan to go off to the mountains and stuff. We'll just probably nail that down tonight, like, figure it out.
Cool. And she's coming with you to the mountains, yes?
Hinta?
No?
Oh, okay. You say you're nailing it down. So.
Yeah, I don't think she has a reason to go to the mountains either.
Okay,
Anyway.
cool. Yep, nope, I didn't think so either. All right, that makes sense. Unless it was like she's coming with you to teleport back to the other place. Yay! All right, cool. So you show her the ingot to check that out, right? You bring it to her, and she'll take it. She'll be like, "Oh, this is a handsome gift. This is Draz steel, right here. It's actually quality steel. You're not going to find better steel for several hundred miles. The only place you're going to find better steel in any market, and certainly not in Leshev or Drazstone, you'd have to, at the very least, head as far north as Zatishk, maybe on a good day in Lvov, to get steel out of. Oh my God, I'm here. Hold on. That's how you know Tasian. To get Tasian steel. I had to see the map in my head. It's been so long. To see Tasian steel. As the only superior metal you're going to find around it, even then. It's expensive.
So great for weapons, I'm assuming.
Weapons, armor, anything you want to be made durable. There's just less impurities in it. It's just less flawed. Anything you make of this, it's tougher. There's not a lot of it. The mountains and where Drazstone are, the veins there, I imagine at one point ran wide and deep, but those mountains have been being mined off and on for hundreds, if not thousands of years. There's little left.
Okay. So why would they give this to me?
It's a gift.
I mean, it seems like a kind of a hell of a gift.
I mean,
Could have brought snacks or something.
It's not as fine as it's not as fine as a gift as what Curve Rock left me.
Still,
she says pointedly to you. But she says, but yes, it is a fine gift. It's also, almost. Oh, she says with the realization. Okay. It's also a bit of a welcome mat for you to come to Drazstone. Which is a bit of a trap.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Once, that's annoying. Well, okay. Drazstone. What's in Drazstone? Roxanne, who you would like to see better than he was last reported to be. Not much else I want to deal with, frankly. So if I don't go, it's what doesn't really mean anything, right? They didn't openly tell me I should go to Drazstone.
She shakes her head and says, No. It's not that there's an expectation for you to come. It's a welcoming for you to come.
Right. Okay.
She said it's also a trap. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, a bit of a trap. You say it's a bit of a trap, you mean like socially?
You would not do well there. None of you.
I've heard it can be quite different. We have to. There was a whole thing. But you just mean socially, right? You don't think that they'd be planning to attack us?
Attack? No. No. They wouldn't have to. You would not do. Let me think. I'm not saying that this is their exact plan, so please do not confuse this with me saying that this is their exact plan. But let's say you go there and you step out of line in all the ways that you're obviously going to do so. You're going to find yourself inside of a prison very quickly. You could be serving a 3-year, 7-year sentence very easily.
Wait, I don't know that we'd step out of line that badly that quick. Well, Koa might. Okay, no, we probably shouldn't go. No, I see. No, it's that kind of trap.
Again, I'm not saying that that's their exact plan, but if you were to arrive there, likely that's what would happen. And so an invitation is an invitation. And likely if you were to arrive at their homes, you would be welcomed and treated as guests, which is not the same as what you would expect when you're treated as guests elsewhere.
No, I see what you mean. Okay. Thank you. That's good insight. Oh, do you, he points at the crest. Do you know anything about, this is, Keth, right? The mercantile group? Family?
She nods.
Family. That's the one who gave that to me, which was, out of them, which one was the Keth one?
Keth's first
Varka,
name is
Majira, or Corvin?
It's
Or it's not
Majira.
Corvin. Okay, there's Majira.
Yeah, I have this right here. I'm gonna copy paste for you. Majira Keth. Boom. You can tell that her face purses up. She says, "Yep."
Of the group, they were the most pleasant. It was a low bar, but still. Huh. So this would be more of an invitation to Drastone and to their home?
Yes. To the clan of Keth.
You seem... You have history with them?
You already know this, Mikhail.
That's the ones. Okay, I see. he just kind of chuckles. Wonderful. That just seems like really complicated. I don't really want to get into it. Anyway, on to the next. So there was he like looks around. If there's like a bunch of people around right now.
You're inside of her shop when you're speaking with her. So you could assume there's like one person kind of like mulling around in the shop, but you know, you could step aside with her, step outside to where like the not the furnace I'm looking for. But you know what I'm saying is.
Yeah, he just kind of like points to be like,
yeah, she'll follow you.
Don't want other people listening.
Or actually, if you do that, she says, "Get out! You've been standing there for too long. This isn't for shopping. It's for purchasing."
Sheesh.
No, they leave.
Okay. Once they leave, so yeah, there's some kind of false wall or something down in Curve Rock's place that we found, but I can't figure out how to get into it. I don't know if it's got a typical entrance or if you've got to break into it to get to whatever's behind it. But there's definitely a space back there.
She
looked
thinks
all
for a
over the
moment.
place.
Yeah, she thinks for a moment. She says, "Oh, interesting. I wouldn't know what to do. I don't really have the patience for such things. I'd probably just break it in. Did you want me to come and see it?"
Yeah, if you think you could get any insight from it. It reacted to... He, like, takes out the ring of the sob. Is reacted to this, which he has shown her before.
Yeah.
It's faint, but if you wear it and put your hand against it, you can sense a reaction just a little bit from it. So there's something back there. I don't know if it's another ring or...
That's the first time Aldo has heard you talk about this. The whole reacting to the ring thing, which he tried to do himself with his own ring before.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, I tried to do it with this one. He pulls out the other one. I wasn't getting anything. That's interesting. When we get back there, just let me have a look first.
Okay. Yeah, he'll just hand you the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you that. Yes. He taps the crown. Do you think you could make a replica of this?
She looks at the crown and says, "No."
Do you know someone who might be able to? Doesn't have to function, just has to look the part.
"Not entirely sure what you mean by functions," she says, looking at you, and then back at the crown with a bit more interest. She says,
It's magical.
Then she stops and regards it more and says, "I have more questions, but to answer yours first. Could I form metal to look like that? Sure. I can design it, though. Usually the metalwork that I do, as beautiful in design as it may be, has a strong backbone to it. That thing looks fragile. I could probably make it. Yeah, I could probably make it. But it's outside of the scope of the kind of work that I normally do. But I don't work gems. And there's a considerable number in that thing. It's dainty.
Lucky we know a gemsmith in town, hey?
Yeah, exactly. We can get him, or at least ask him to do that part, or work with you on it.
She says, if the thing is magical, why are you making a replica?
Aldo just looks at Mikhail deadpan.
he like takes a breath and then notices the look. Just in case people come after it.
Wait, if you want to fill me in Discord. I wasn't looking. Cool. She
I did a little bit.
frowns and says, okay. I have questions, Mikhail.
He nods. Go ahead.
Well, for one, did you inform Koa?
About what? Wanting a replica?
My proposed trade. And then she goes, she goes about doing
no,
something.
I didn't.
She like literally walks away from you at that point to go and scold like a nearby apprentice or whatever it is working metal, leaving you to talk to Koa.
She wanted to trade the sword for the estate because it's like a bargaining chip or something. I don't know why. I don't know why you need to know this.
No, because Koa might not even understand what you're saying. You say because like if he even knew what sword you're talking about, he's like, wait, she wants me to trade my sword to you for your house?
No, they know that she got the sword that was going
I don't remember
to
you
Curve
telling
Rock.
them that. When did that happen?
Last session.
Really? Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Sorry if I
Yeah,
phased
that
that
happened. That was
How did Koa take
one
it?
of the few details of. I think he was just kind of like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
Because it was like it was gonna go to Curve Rock, but she had it, and then he died, so he gave it to her. So it's like, so it kind of ended up. It's staying where it was anyway, as far as we were concerned.
Yeah. Okay. Wade, do you want to chime in at all, or?
I have no idea what's happening here, if I'm being honest.
You apparently were told that your sword was given away to her by Curve Rock because it was given away to Curve Rock by Aldo. I didn't know what Koa's opinion of that whole situation was. I didn't know that it was told to you.
That they offered the sword for the estate.
Just the fact that your sword isn't yours, and that she also offered it for the house.
Ko would probably like looked like he was going to say something real quick, then pause for a moment. He's thinking about the fact that one, Inta did just like break this curse, and we hadn't really given her anything anyway. It's like a thank you, so it's like I'm not going to tell her she owes us the sword, and also it's probably in good hands. But also he's like, not to mention she could probably make that or better now that she has this knowledge. So like, he's just going to let that one slide and kind of be glad you're not trading an entire house for a sword. Because even knowing the value of the sword, kind of, in Hikoa's brain, a house worth probably more than sword.
You know what's funny is like, I was thinking of the wrong sword. I was thinking this whole time it was that one, like I think it was like a bastard sword or something.
It is.
I thought that was the one. That's not the one.
Yeah.
That's being like refitted. Oh, okay.
She cleaned it up. She's all right. Like she had it. She was working on it. Koa never got to use it. She was working on it. She was getting it ready.
For some reason, I thought it was. It's just been too long. That's
just
why
always
I thought
been
that
in
was
her
two
possession.
different weapons.
It was
I was thinking that it's 2 different weapons. That's my bad.
Yeah. She just never left her possession. You guys gave her a rusted old sword. She did all the work.
Yeah.
And it changed hands now twice without it ever leaving her hands. So
No, it's pieced together now. Just like over time, it's separated into 2 different items in my head. So I wasn't thinking about, oh, that's Koa's sword. Okay. Yeah. All right, I got it.
Because we had what, 3 weapons? We had the spear tip, a dagger, and that sword. Is that right? Those were the 3 we had.
Yeah, we gave the spear tip to her. We had the dagger, and Curve-Rock got the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the only one of the 3 items we still technically own is the dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So Koa will start to have a reaction, but then he'll think it through and be like, honestly, for everything she's done and helped us with, that's fine. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
That she can have the sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to accidentally mix up Koa being okay with her taking the house.
Technically, Koa doesn't feel like he has a dog in that fight. It's Mikhail.
It might be less fucking trouble if we make the trade at this point. But
yeah.
No.
No, he likes the idea of the sword.
I might leave the group at that point.
She might be able to forge him an even better sword now that she has this knowledge, so he's not too worried about that. It's more so just like, you know what, it's something she seemed to care about, and yeah, she offered to trade it for the house, but like, at least it's something for her trouble that he didn't even have to give her. So now he's thinking like, do I owe her for helping break the curses? Like, he might even say that question out loud, and I don't know if you guys would have a response to that.
Oh yeah, didn't you pay her with those calipers you had?
She didn't really. Well, she kind of just took those. I was like, "Here, you want to try using these?" And she's like, "These are mine now."
Well,
so,
you totally use them, and then like she merged with them.
Yeah. Well, Koa doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true.
You get those.
Okay. Thanks for helping us break a 700-year-old curse. Here's a wrench.
It's that wrench you liked. Remember?
You really liked Employee of the Month on it.
You used it. You said it was well balanced. That one? That's yours now.
You don't get a raise. In fact, we're cutting your hours, but...
Oh, no! No!
You got this wrench.
That's a real thing. Oh, we give you a 25-cent raise, but you're going down to 32 hours a week. That way you don't technically hit full time. 31 hours a week. That way you don't technically hit full time.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Okay. So yeah, he's explained that. I guess we'll wait for her to be done scolding her apprentice.
Yeah, she comes back eventually. And
speaking of her apprentice, is my thing ready that you're supposed to make?
Your Aspergillum?
Yeah, my masterwork Aspergillum.
Yeah. She'll come back over for the thing, and you ask her like, "Hey, is that thing ready?" She goes, "Oh yes, that's right, that thing." She didn't want to make it. She's like, "This is beneath her, right?" She's like, "Yeah, I have that. I think I have it holding a door open." And she walks off to go and collect the thing. And when she comes back, clearly it wasn't holding a door open. The thing looks absolutely fucking amazing. Like when she even just brings it over to you into whatever box she has it inside of, and she pulls it out, and it's inside of the cloth or whatever it's wrapped in, and you see it's already been oiled at some point in time, and da-da-da. Like, this thing just looks immaculate. It's beautiful. The design on it is just really, really, really well made. Even as you go to pick it up the first time, just your hand just so easily falls into the groove of the weapon, which is nice. Like, it's just so comfortably there. And then because it's an Aspergillum, it allows you to load into it the, what is it, like holy water or something like that, right? Even the mechanism that you use to put the holy water into it is just so, it's like, it's so smooth. It's one of those things where, like, you slide the it open, you can pour the liquid into it. It holds it containerized, and it even has like a little mechanic on it, so you can put the holy water into it and just leave the holy water in there, and only activate it when you need to. Now, to be clear, Jake, for mechanics, when I say leave the holy water in there, it will eventually leak out. It's not, the thing is metal, right? It's not like it's perfectly sealed bladder. It has like little holes to it. So if you were to leave the holy water in there, it'd leak out over the course of like a day or two, But if you were to put holy water in there when you know you need it, you don't need it for that moment. It's like, I need it this second, my next attack. You can activate it for free before you make your attack, right? And I do mean
that
free.
fucking holy water?
I don't mean like a swift action. I mean like you can load it in there and then as a free action activate it as part of an attack.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
1 second.
Sure. Okay. Cool. So she comes over and she hands the thing to him, and as he's like looking it over, she then looks back to Mikhail and says, "So?"
Oh, the trade. No, that's still. You really want to do that?
Do I want an estate? Do I want to see an ancient weapon in capable hands? Do I want to see the capabilities of this weapon? How far it can be pushed? What it can do with all that I've learned recently?
It was a basic question, but I wanted to hear you explain your
basic
reasoning.
answer, Mikhail.
I wanted to hear you explain your reasoning. Shrugs. No, it makes sense, but it not right now. We can discuss it later. It's not even just my decision, so I can't say, yeah, let's make the trade.
She would raise an eyebrow if she had them. It says, "Not your decision." I'm sorry.
I'm basically glued to those other two.
It doesn't change the fact that their names weren't in his will.
Yes, but I have to travel with them, so...
Then I suppose you would enjoy spending your time in your estate with them when you're in town.
We already have one of those.
Exactly.
Now when Aldo gets mad,
No.
he could storm off to the other one.
Yeah, but when I have girls over, I don't want to be in the same room as them.
I want to go to the other mansion. This one's not cozy.
I'm feeling risky tonight. I want to risk falling in one of Curve Rock's traps.
But yeah, he like clearly doesn't have like a good response to it because it's like we do already have a mansion. But he just shakes his head. Says, "If you don't mind taking a look at the wall, that would still be appreciated."
Take a look at the wall. Replicate this crown.
The crown obviously would be paid for. I guess we were still discussing that. So, for something like that, you said it'd be pretty difficult to make it properly sturdy enough. Is that only because you're worried about setting the gems?
It's just outside of my realm of expertise. I almost want to pass the responsibility to somebody else. But...
well, if they're as good as the person who did this.
She frowns and says, "You're talking about... these are..." And then she like looks back away from Aldo. Because he's like, "What? You can't make a crown? But I saw you make an iron beam."
But it's got holes in it for holy water.
Yeah. But either way, she's like looks away from Aldo, frustrated, and says, "I will do what I can to attempt to replicate this. But truth be told, I'm not sure what benefit I get from it. Sure, you can pay me coin, but you're not providing me any... I'm not learning a new skill that's beneficial for me. I'm not building towards anything that I need. This isn't back at the forge."
It could wait until then.
Then I wouldn't have my apprentices with me, would I?
You would have your apprentices working on it when it's something difficult for you.
Things require timing.
Yes. Which we can work within. Just need to know what the timing is.
Shakes her head. If I'm going to be handling these metals, how am I also tending to the fire?
I don't know. That part's not up to me. But I understand. You're not particularly inspired by the idea of that project.
I'll probably just charge you an insane amount and then be satisfied with the request. Curve Rex Estate tonight.
Nods.
Gives you a third opportunity to screw me over, she says.
Just shakes his head. Thank you for your help once again.
She goes back to what she was doing.
Before we leave, probably as they go almost to the door or whatever, Aldo takes out a dagger.
Hmm?
He's never got it like out in front of the other two or anything before, but he just like holds it up to Hinter and he says, "You ever seen anything like this before?"
Oh shit. She says, "Yeah,
Nasty looking dagger.
it is. Yes, yeah. No, yes, I have." And she'll go to take it from you. It's in shit shape. Look at this thing. Have you used it? You have to have.
Aldo, like when she goes to take it, he pulls back, and he says, "No, I haven't. Used it."
You go to pull back. She goes, "If you want me to examine it," and holds her hand out.
You can see there's reluctance, but he, after a bit of time, will hand it over.
Okay. She looks the thing up and down and says, "It's in terrible shape. Somebody looks as though they used it defensively. You can see little notches here and there where they've caught a blade or something, or maybe use it to slam against something else. No, it's too fine. Somebody's used it defensively at some point. Foolish. Aldo, this dagger is for rituals."
What sort of rituals?
What sort of rituals do you think, Aldo?
Okay.
Noted. What do you know of it?
She frowns and says, "Not as much as what would be beneficial for you, and more than I'd like to. It's designed for darker rituals that come from the past, from the mole."
Didn't even get it from a deer.
She shakes her head and says, "The mole didn't only exist in a deer. And certainly their artifacts don't just stay here. Who'd you get it from?"
Ravenhold.
She raises, again, if she had an eyebrow, she'd raise it. She says, "Well, Ravenhold certainly is a place to procure something like this." She looks the thing over again and says, "Well, its condition is so poor, it's likely the person that you got it from didn't know what it was or how to use it, or only recently acquired it themselves. It's not as honed as you would imagine it would be if it was used for its meant purposes."
Right. Okay. All right. He puts his hand back out for it.
She looks the thing over and says, "It is in a rough shape. Do you want me to take care of it before you take it back? I can have it ready in 2 days' time."
He looks at her. I'm going to sense motive, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You trying to read her, and she seems to be just more intent on the blade itself and not very open. Very hard change in persona from how she was talking to Mikhail earlier, where she was pretty much disappointed with everything Mikhail was saying. Just normal. And she's more intent on the blade, so you can't get an easy read off of her. She's just interested in it, but doesn't seem necessarily nefarious or.
Yeah. Aldo just kind of puts his hand back out and he says, No, that's fine for now. Thanks for clearing a few things up for me.
She nods. She says, if you do want to learn more about these sorts of things, there are those around that would have more information. It's just, she hands it back to you. Stories that we were told when we were young. She shrugs. And
Any direction you could point me?
She thinks for a long moment and says, well, Drazstone certainly would be a place where you can get some answers, but not from a place of reverence, more a place of disgust, unless I'm mistaken. At least that's how I was raised. It wouldn't be surprising if Mikhail knew a thing or two. He seems to always have some bit of the mole history rattling around up there. Otherwise, if you got it from Ravenhold, who you got it from in Ravenhold? She shakes her head, thinking for a second. I'd be concerned about that. If they knew what it was, if it was something that they intended to own, and they knew that you took it, they might come looking for it. But if it's coincidence, then
I guess it stays between us.
she nods. Says, don't think it's anything secretive. These things lie about. It's just not necessarily everybody knows what they are.
Okay, thank you.
She nods. And, you put it away. She doesn't, look after it or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she realizes this is obviously what you thought it was, a sacrificial dagger.
Yep.
Cool. And from her response, you can imagine it was meant to be like person sacrifice, not animal sacrifice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You're able to join them outside. I imagine they were just waiting a few steps up the door, realized you weren't there, had small talk, you joined them. And you guys could fuck off. Fast forward to that night.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing, when Aldo puts that ring on and has a look, there's no other things he can try and do.
You're talking about the ring that Aldo used when he was there before, yeah? I mean, that Mikhail used when he was there before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm dumb. I was muted that whole time. But yes, the Ring of Salve.
Give me a second to think. Roll me your perception check, Jake. Actually, you don't need to, because you have time.
Yeah.
And you're only looking at one spot. So you take a 20, which gives you a 35.
Yeah.
You realize it's not
if the ring applies, then it becomes a 38.
It's not the one ring. It's the two rings that are required here. And it's not one ring in one hand or one ring in each hand. It's one ring on each two different people together to the door is actually to the doorway is actually what causes the currents to flow from one ring seemingly through the wall itself and into the other ring. Because remember, they both work with a current, right?
Yeah.
Which is what you were pointing at beforehand with your initial thing. That you guys are able to feel that the wall itself finally has proper give. It's releasing to be pushed open. At this point in time, it's one of those, the door hasn't opened in a very long time. So beyond the fact that there is, you've unlocked it, if you will, it's still stuck. We don't need to make any checks because you have a Koa here with you. And so with a bit of effort from Koa pushing with you guys, as each of you have one ring in hand and you have a head against the doorway, you're actually able to force this thing open. It takes a considerable amount of effort, but you are able to open it up and whatnot. When you open it up, a couple of things you notice right away was that the stone itself, the stone that you had your hands on that this current was running through, as well as the immediate perimeter around it, it couldn't be seen on the surface, but inside the stone, there is electrum running through it. So you can actually see that that's likely what was holding it. Something inside of here was working with that to hold this door shut for you. And so you're able to push the thing open, and get into the inside. And what you find inside is a veritable treasure trove, but not for coin or easily tradable goods. Instead, you can find inside there a bunch of little old mole artifacts. Likely, Curve Rock himself knew how to open the store and has been ferreting things here for a long while. Now, when I say artifacts, I mean it could be things as simple as, old dishware, plateware, looks like plateware, cutlery set, maybe some books, a whole bunch of like different things inside of there, small statues or effigies or bits of furniture, things that would have been of higher quality that is effectively junk, if you will, aside from the fact that they are mole artifacts, that they are, and there's a good number of them inside of here. And again, likely Curve Rock himself was the ability, like the Wonder Twins, I just saw that. Curve Rock himself was likely able to open this place and had been opening it over the years, over his lifetime, to put things inside of here and store it away. So each individual item to the right buyer would be worth money, but it's more valuable to Mikhail in that it helps to, over time, research, so on and so forth, to connect some dots and give him items to work with. Or, if nothing else, they're really good decorations. Like, it's just really cool looking. I mean, that's what the British did, right? They just decorated with other people's artifacts.
Mm. They did. Yeah. Other than the like artifacts and stuff, like what is this room like? Is it just like a little, like a storeroom? Is it like what kind of?
The room is not particularly large. The walls in here do have, what's the word I'm looking for? Electrum running through them, as you can see. Mm-hmm. Inside the area, fucking dusty as anything. He's probably not opened this in a couple of years. But otherwise dusty as anything, and just a small room. Seems to be like it was a storeroom. Maybe had some purpose many years ago, many decades or plus ago. But it's been a storeroom for him for at least the past several decades. Past few decades, I should say.
Huh. Okay.
It's not small either. It's not huge. It's like a solid, like, boat like a 9 to 11 or so by like 7-8 feet. So a decent sized storeroom.
So Mikhail probably nerds the fuck out. Honestly, is like as soon as he starts recognizing like certain things, he kind of gets lost, which you guys have definitely seen him do this before, where he's just walking around looking at stuff and kind of thinking out loud. He's stopped paying attention to you guys at all. Okay. He'd probably eventually just start going and like he's starting to like move some of them very like carefully into like categories, like sorting them and kind of like putting them into like this area for this era or this area for this type of item or whatever. He's more organized than I am in real life, so he'd have a better system than that. But like that's what he'll start to do. I don't know if you guys interrupt or RP or start RP or anything.
I imagine Koa is just kind of wandering around looking at all this, and the door itself that got us in here, Scott, like, does it seem different than other mole stone, just from like the naked eye?
No, it's mole stone inside of here, absolutely. Just on the outside of it, it just did the filigree didn't run all the way to like it maybe stopped a few centimeters shy of the edge of the so it couldn't be seen from the outside. It was like almost like it was meant to be a hidden storeroom.
Is Hinta here with us right now? Because she was coming to help us look.
She's coming later. You figured it out before she got there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's one of the things he wants to point out to her, because she's been studying the way that the Electrum runs.
Yeah. By the way, she would have been able to find it because she has her calipers, so she would have been able to see it if you guys didn't. So
Koa was not smart enough to know, so he's still going to point it out to her later. But I imagine just kind of following the lead, because like this is, I know that Mikhail's sharing everything, right? Because we're a party, but like in Koa's mind, Mikhail inherited this. Is like, oh my god, look at all this cool stuff Mikhail has. Let me watch him open his Christmas presents.
Like, he will do this for hours. Like you guys would definitely know
Yeah.
that like he will just be lost in this for the foreseeable future.
Oh, that's fair. But Koa's gonna be hesitant to kind of like delve into much.
Aldo delves. He delves and delves, but like he's not. He's just looking at stuff and seeing what it is, and that type of stuff. He'll even probably like hand stuff off to Mikhail as like he looks at Mikhail sectioning out these things. He's like, "Oh, here."
Yeah, you're definitely getting the full like ADHD hyperfixation like word vomit of like just details about things and questions you definitely can't answer, but they're rhetorical anyway.
Yeah, he says to you at one point,
so-
he's like, "Is anything magical in here?"
What? Probably not, but I don't have that spell.
Oh,
Shit.
that's all right.
We'll have to see if we can get a potion or something of it again later, but I doubtful. He was just ferreting stuff away. But the potential things that are in good enough condition that they could be magical are going in that pile. So if you see anything in immaculate condition, just set it over there, or show it to me first, and I'll put it over there.
Yeah,
It
okay.
goes like a circle around it to go get to something else. Is it tea set or perfume? Oh, it's both.
Oh, it's funny. I hate both tea and perfume. So, anyways,
Anti.
Tell you hate perfume. I
Interesting.
think Scott hates deodorant too.
So when she comes in and she's working with you to check this out, she's of course able to kind of like see if you find inside of there the filigree or whatever. But she's also able to find something else of interest for you guys. Over in the room, over by the door, just above it. She's able to notice that she's like, there's something strange embedded into the stone up here. And she's like, I can see it. It's like pressed into the stone. Hold on. It's a strange shape, many faceted. Embedded almost as a center point. She'll take this thing away and bring her attention back to you. Koa, do you remember what we were discussing before back at the Wraithblade Keep about the blades and what I've learned of them? How the blade seems to have a central area. These the blades that we've discovered that we've that I've been researching for some time. That all of the electrum seems to touch to a central area, and it always seems to be a place where a stone can be set into the weapon itself, which is why I made yours the way that I did ignorantly, some time ago. Similarly, the network of filigree of the electrum that's running through this wall here collapses inside this one stone. She'll like tap it above the wall. Inside this one stone here, and inside of the stone there seems to be a gem set inside of it. My assumption is if this is magic, that's likely what kept the door locked.
He'll kind of nod and go to look toward like that spot.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine he doesn't see anything any more interesting than what she's pointing at. But
you can notice that there's a bit more pattern. There's more filigree and more patterning to the filigree that's there. But other than that, you only noticed it because she pointed it out.
That makes sense.
Point
Okay.
of that stone, I should say. Go ahead.
I don't know if is Mikhail and Aldo looking at this, because he'll also like point that and explain it to you guys too.
Huh. Interesting. What? Sorry, Hinto. What did you say it was? I was busy.
It seems to be the center point of this whole door, this whole room's locking, is one of those stones, one of those gems seems to be set inside of that stone there. But inside the stone.
Weird. I wonder what it's infused with.
There's a way we can find out, she says.
What did you have in mind?
You ask her?
Yeah.
In what way?
On how to find out.
You crack it open.
Okay, that's what I was worried you'd say. Let's not do that. Let's because then the door won't lock. We want it to lock.
I'll make you a latch.
No. It's better if it's more secretive, you know? Can't just have anybody coming in and picking the latch or whatever. Thanks. Anyway, regardless, I like the mechanism. Plus, if we break it, some of them we broke released like these elemental beings that were hostile, and we don't want that in here. Those are fragile.
She does agree with you on that.
Huh. Still, it's interesting. I wonder if we've missed these in other places. There were definitely some other doors that were, I guess you could say, magically sealed.
She leans over to Aldo and says under her breath to Aldo, like while he's kind of like musing and looking about and talking, she says, if he ever annoys you, you can always just leave him in the room with only one ring.
Smart.
He's like stepping in and out of the room, just muttering to himself.
Koa's kind of looking at other walls to see if there's a similar marking anywhere else.
There's not. Anything else? Okay. Sounds like you guys are pretty much summed up here. So we're having like these like cliffs off in conversation. So
seemingly.
So you guys are able to kind of like check this out, so on and so forth. You have a whole bunch of artifacts, whatever, inside there that are of interest, but nothing of necessarily monetary value, just of interest to you. Oh, wait. There's one thing inside of here that's of interest to you. It's the rest of his collection.
Ah, the books.
Of the books.
There we go. What did we get?
Oh god, yeah, what books are left? We don't even know which ones were burned. Do we ever find out which ones were burned?
Nope. We knew some of them because we knew one of them was one of the ones we needed.
If he hadn't been in here in years, that means these ones were already away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it means they were kept in here, so they weren't part of.
Correct.
They weren't part
he
of
didn't
what's
have
on the shelf.
He didn't have Mikhail's key to open the door.
Hmm.
Which now Mikhail thinking about it, the fact that because he gave you that key, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means he gave you to open that door long before he died.
That was before he burned the books too, wasn't it? Because he could have sealed them in there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, these were in there well before that.
Mm-hmm.
Plot twist: the only books actually in here are mole porn. It's like no one will ever see these in my house except me.
Aldo, I have a business venture for you. We're gonna be rich.
Don't worry about the crown, boys. We've got mole porn.
We've got our fortune.
Mulma Sutra. What is this?
Those dudes come back. We give them the crown. They're like, "Why are you handing this over so easily?" They found the porn. They know.
I didn't know vibrators existed in Aurorum. Electrum powered.
Oh no!
Requires 2 rings to activate.
You don't want the elemental popping out of that.
Oh, that's why they call it the shocker. No. All right.
Oh.
So, anyways, let's see. You'll be able to find 9 and 20
What color are those?
blue.
Oh, you got it. Wait,
9, 20. I'm just gonna
yeah, I'll get out of the.
Are these all in decent shape, or do I need to ask you about the condition for each individual?
Decent enough shape that you don't have the penalties on them.
Okay.
And the full suite of purple.
Oh, shit.
All of purple?
What are the purple ones?
Foreign affairs.
10,
Yeah.
12, 24, 27, and what's the other one?
4, 10, 12, 21, 24,
Four.
27.
Okay.
Oh, we can give Fox back his.
10 and 12 we had that were Nathan's, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just adding these at the end and we can clean it up after. I'm just putting them in
I
here.
think that means you own 3 full sets now.
25 and 29 of blue have -2 quality.
But they still
But we do
exist.
have all of blue.
Yep. You just got the full set of purple, which various qualities, and you previously had the full set of yellow, orange, whatever, alchemy.
Orange, yeah.
So it's just red and green that you're missing.
Yep.
Yeah, are there any red and greens in this, or did you name all the ones that were there?
I named all the ones. It was the full suite of purple, plus the 2 blues.
Cool. Okay, got them added then. So we have 3 books that are Nathan's. We can return to Foreign Affairs. And then we have 1 that's shit quality. We have 2 that are shit quality. And then we have a full set of decent ones. We have 2 dupes in orange. 1 that's bad quality, then 1 that's just a dupe.
Yeah.
We have 2 shit qualities of blue, but we do have all of blue. Technically, we have 2 reds. There's a 3rd one we have access to, and we're with Elliot. It's Elliot's red book.
The 16.
Yeah, so we're missing 3 reds and 2 green. 3 reds and 2 green. If we don't count Elliot.
Damn. That's sick.
All right, I have those added.
So definitely get those.
I guess while we're in town, we could return Nathan's books just to have those off of our backs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just go drop those off with his butler.
Do we owe him money for those, or we already pay for those, or how'd that work?
I believe those are already paid for. I got it on my sheet somewhere.
You paid for it for a period of time. I think you paid up front like 2 or 3 months or some shit. Like you had some time with it that you were taking care of.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. There was no. Yeah, we just return them, and we're square.
Cool. So you do find that inside there.
He doesn't know anything else. Yeah.
So campaign value, not necessarily monetary value. Yay. All right. Your characters. How many more days are you gonna stick around in town?
That we hadn't discussed yet.
Let's figure that out.
Do that.
So we know what's happening
That's
next.
what we're gonna do now. Yeah.
Aldo's good to go as soon as everyone else is ready.
Okay. Is there any? So dropping off the books is a thing. The hell else? Kind of talked to Hinta about the crown thing, and that's seems kind of up in the air. She's not very interested in doing that.
I did not take notes of what else was in this room.
Making jewelry to a weaponsmith. It's like.
Well, I also asked if there's somebody she knew that would specialize in that.
She could know somebody, but the problem is the people she knows that's going to be good at that kind of stuff. They're going to be other people from Drazstone.
Gemsmith doesn't work in jewelry; he just works in the gems themselves.
Correct. So he can set them, but even then, that's
right.
The edge of his metalworking skill. You know?
I thought she said she could do it. She just didn't want to.
Yeah.
She says outside of her expertise. So like she's like, can I work metal? Yes, but like, does she have the right tools for it? Does she have the right this? Does she have the right that? It's gonna be lots of trial and error. It's gonna be time consuming. Like she's a perfectionist and she's very skilled. It's just not her forte. So
yeah.
So again, it's like hiring a flooring guy to do your roof. Like, can they do it? Sure, but that's a different skill. Like, you'll get are you going to be happy with your roof? I hope so.
Yeah, she's not nearly as confident in doing that as she would be making a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um. Fuck. Wade, you were saying something?
I didn't take notes of other things that were in the room. Was there anything of note other than the books that?
Nothing that immediately jumps to mind with initial cataloging.
Okay, it's just like quote unquote valuable mole stuff.
Yep, things that might be of importance later.
Okay.
Like speaking of cataloging, like that is a thing Mikhail will want to do, which I'm sure will take all time. I don't know how many hours that would take, but that's the thing he'd want to do.
Mhm.
But aside from that, I don't think there's because we already went shopping. I don't think there's anything else we have to do while we're here.
Should I take the books off? Can we just assume that we return Nathan's books without having to do a bunch of fanfare?
Where is Nathan? Here, right? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, and you don't have to worry about RPing through that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna
I was
delete
still-
this from our sheet.
I was still waiting to see if letters would arrive, but I don't know if that's going to happen yet. So,
No, we'll do that. I actually did not plan for that this session. That's on me.
oh,
So
okay.
yeah. That's
if you forgot,
100%.
we'll just move on.
100%. Yeah. I will have that
So-
for you next session though, but that's on me.
Yeah, we can assume they'll be here when we get back then.
Cool.
Let me see. What else? I can't think of anything else.
No. We would say hi to Jim Smith. We'd say hello to him. Probably say hello to the constable guy. You know, we'll make our
Okay.
rounds and say hi to people.
Yeah.
So if there's anything
Oh, yeah.
of note with anybody, I guess, because the last time we were here, didn't we have them arrest somebody too?
Last time we were here?
Yes.
wasn't it the spy, the bridge spy?
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, the
Yeah,
spy
yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was being
Did we ever
questioned
talk
by-
to him?
No, because he was being questioned by what's his name?
Yeah, Tariq or whatever.
Tariq. Thank you.
The constable? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never did figure out what he knew. That might be the only other thing we can assume that
I don't think it was much, and I think more or less the Beltran thing is behind us now. You know what I mean?
I mean, true.
Yeah. So we would just share that, ask some whatever questions. If there's anything interesting to be told about it, Scott, I guess we can learn it. But like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming he was just a messenger boy.
Yep. Snaga's actually saying you guys also investigated him as well, but yeah, he was a messenger boy.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
All right, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cataloging.
we already bought our supplies, so we're good to go to the mountains.
Okay, so
Yeah.
at least one more day passes. I imagine your characters will just say 2 more days pass.
Yeah, that's fair.
Your characters are there. Like 1 more day of full actual rest, and then whatever it is, you can head out of there. All right, so you're heading out of Leshev and heading over to where the keep is. It's actually not a short travel, as a reminder. It's a little bit of a longer travel. Am I on the correct map now? I am now. So, because you have to go over to... Oh, shit.
Oh, can you put us on the map?
I can in a second. Hold on.
Okay.
It just doesn't have all the icons on it that the other one did because I had to fix things. All right.
Mm.
I just have to remember. Okay, so it's between those 2 hills, and then it goes down and around up there. So I have to try to recreate these imagery. I can do that while we're sharing. I can put us on the map page while we're doing it. So I can drag and drop you guys to select all. And I think I drag this to here. Yeah. And then I click this here. It's been a hot minute since I even used this overlay. All right, so it's between those 2 there. Let me grab that image so I can copy it. No, grab. Hey, where are you, map layer? Yes, you are. And then I want to cut across there and go. All right, let me go over to the other map. Just where you guys are. Let's change what the chat can see to being over down here. And the grave site on this map was right. Shit, did I move something? I did.
Move the map. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate touching things in the map layer. Like, I wish the map layer was layered.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god. Like, so that way I can have something embedded and not touch it. All right.
Mhm.
Then painting
I know.
tool. Pen. I used a crimson before. And I can't remember. Is it hold alt to stay on the lines? Is that how it goes?
I think it's shift.
Or shift. Okay, thanks. Boom. 2. Boom. And boom. Boom. Heads to. Oh no, shift here. And finally goes here. 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 And then I have to find out where the actual other map was. It's been a hot minute. So I want to say it's around here, and I'm going to break away because I updated the map. I didn't bring it all over. Where's the keep? You're on this hex here. So just remember that exact hex, and then go back on the other one. Ah, okay, so I'm almost there. I'm actually more or less there. Cool. So I'll finish that drawing. And then just go boom, 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 boom. Click there, all done. And then I can actually add the keep details. Which are you on the oh shit. You're on the GM layer. I don't even know why you're on the GM layer. Copy. Also send you to the map layer. Choose layer. Map. Click. Shall leave you there for now. Paste you here. Boom. Boom. Move you guys slightly. Sorry, this is like super fucking exciting. But try to make sure you get this done right. I hate when you click shit and it moves on you. Fucking roll 20. How have you not fixed that yet? Alright. Boom. I think you can see that now, yeah?
The purple dots?
Yeah, and the
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Then the path.
change this to back.
Oh, is that the path we took?
Back.
Huh.
And this one gets deleted. And that's the path, yes. To answer your question. Okay. There we go. I did it. Yay! Back to the token layer, so I don't fuck anything up. That's the gravesite for the dead body, Rayrin's body, right? And then that's the actual path you took forever ago. So to getting up into the keep, that is the path that you will you'll take to get there, because that's the old goat path. So now we're actually going to go ahead and use the measuring tool to see how long this journey is. So this is open plains, so you can travel, I think, trackless open plains without it costing you any distance. So we can go ahead and you guys can even travel straight here. So 67 miles. And we go ahead and hit the day travel. And 67 miles I think you can do in 2 days. Because Simon is the slowest amongst them and can do 72 miles in 2 days. Or 64 miles without any hustles. So after 2 days, you're going to go ahead and, because it's a known site and it's like a safe area, you can go to the cairns of that grave and you can spend the night there. So 2 days get you all the way from Leshev down to here, with Koa leading the trek to get there. Koa, you don't need to make any checks. You can accomplish this as it is, right? So
I've got something on my. This doesn't apply just yet, but I do have something on my sheet where when we get to the mountains, I get a bonus because we rolled so well the first time. So if I do need to navigate through the mountains, I gotta find it. I saw it whenever I was looking for something the other day, but
sure, go ahead and look that up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and measure out the rest of this this journey for you.
Did we buy rations?
Yes. I asked this we did before we left, so you guys said yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we did a
I
last
forgot.
time.
I remember them getting brought up. I just didn't.
I don't think we added them to our sheet, but I did mention that we were going to buy rations.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't add it to my sheet, so I was like, wait, how many?
You guys can take care of that shopping real quick. So that's 20 miles in hills and 65 miles in mountains. It is an old path, though, so give me a second. I'll take care of this.
Okay. I found my note
for them. I just remember what we bought. Oh, you did? How much is it? Or how many did we get?
I don't have a note about the rations. I found the note about the mountains.
The mountains thing. Okay.
Oh, actually, plains are trackless. It's 3/4, but I think Wade is able to cut through those 3/4 or something like that. Oh no, I'm thinking of some of the horses are able to, but not all of them. Okay, so I actually just changed things. Give me a second. So they originally was what 60? What did I say? It was 66 miles.
That sounds right.
Give me a second just to find out how long it takes to get there. This is the most exciting part about D&D. Times. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. I swear I made a thing to handle this kind of stuff before, but I don't remember what I did with it. I think Keegan made one too.
I did. You still haven't looked at it, so I don't know if it's right.
Oh, that's funny. Remind me later.
I think it is. It just
Remind me later after like a year and a half.
I don't know a single other person who gives a shit about stress testing
this level of
overland
accuracy?
calculator. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So 27. So it'd take you 2.5 days to get to the first spot. Right off the bat, it's 2.5 days to get to the first spot. The second spot, which is hills, is at half speed. So 2.5 days get you there. Give me 1 second for hills. That's 36 divided by 2 is 18. So actually in 3 days, you can get all the way to the bottom of the mountains. So if you didn't spend the night there, if you didn't spend your night at the Carns, which I imagine you probably would, right? So it'd take you 2 days, 2.5 days, so you just waste half a day. So after 3 days Carns, a fourth day gets you to the base of the mountains, and then you have to track the mountains themselves. They are not trackless, though. You found the path. Wade, you said you have a bonus. Did you ever find out what your thing was?
So I rolled a 27 to mark my map to make mountains easier to navigate in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me if we're along the Goat Pass, that would apply, but I don't have a specific bonus.
I'm just going to say that you have a road or trail that you're going to stick to because you're comfortable enough there. So you just you're not moving at trackless. You're moving at normal road trail speed, which is 3/4. And it's 65 miles. So if you did not, hold on, what's the word I'm looking for here? If you do not push yourselves, I don't mean the hustle, once a day. If you don't do the forced march, then after 2 days, it is 54 miles out of 65. So you'll get there halfway through the third day. Before you make a decision on this, okay? So let's go ahead and bloop through this. 3 days gets you to where we were. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Fourth day gets you to the base of the mountains. 4. Okay, now we're going to push 2 more days for at least 2 days traveling in the mountains. Okay? Oop, shit. 5, 6. Pause. Would you want to push hard to try, if I think it's 2 more hours of pushing? I have to do the math just to be sure. Would you want to push yourselves to get into the valley where the keep is on that second day and try to get there, but then get there late at night so it's dark out, which has the benefit of the cover of night, but the penalty of potentially being tired or worn or whatever it is when you go into the Valley of Death? What's it called?
We don't want that.
Valley of Doom. No, we don't need to push.
Or do you want to be like well rested, but also lingering in the past for longer / more visibility going in there? Jake, you said something, I didn't hear you.
We don't want to go across like the open valley tired.
But you also don't necessarily want to go during the daytime either.
I don't know. Koa's got nature, right? When's the best time?
It sounds like we can like stop early while we're still in the pass, rest, and then get up when it's darker, and then move across the plains, like straight cross, till we get where we're safe.
So you want to?
I don't know how well.
Don't forget. There's also that cave that you found. That's where you found the sword. Do you want to burn like 2/3 of a day, like resting before you like sprint across that, or rest at some point in time just to make sure you time going into the keep at night? Is that?
I'm not sure. I'm too worried about that. Do I know if gnolls and hyenas see okay at night? Is that a nature check?
That is a nature check. They both have scent, if I remember correctly. As for eyes at night, I can tell you that in a second. But it's ignore seeing at night and think literally seeing you, right? Because like you can see somebody a few hundred yards away in the daytime, We're hard pressed to do that at night unless they have a torch or something going, right? Anyways, go ahead, Wade. You can roll. I'll answer your question.
No, you won't. All right.
Oof.
You know that they have a good sense of smell, and you know that yeah, they both tend to be keen. You're not 100% sure how good their eyes are at night.
No, that's fair. I just don't remember if they typically hunted during the day or at night from our history with them.
They caught you off guard waking up one morning, I think.
Yeah, we encountered them as far as when they were moving. I believe mostly during the day.
And you saw that
They were still active at night, but
yeah, you saw that pyrotechnic show thing
yeah.
at night.
So
I
they
think
were
we
still
wait.
active.
I think the instinct you guys have is right. I think we wait and go during the day. I know we might risk a fight then, but at least we would be rested and we could see them.
Oh, so you just want to go during the day and not wait till night?
Yeah, you could burn like half a day and go at night and be well rested.
If they're out in this area at all, typically we've only seen them in the valley, but if they're out in this area anyway, that just gives them more time to pick up our scent or know we're around, though, doesn't it?
Potentially. I mean, they'd still have to be either on our trail or fairly close. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm just thinking if we
I
go
think the
in the cover of
other-
darkness and we are found, then you two are still going to have to deal with fighting in the dark. Whereas if we are during the day,
fighting in the dim, right? Where if it's open plains, it's not like it's pitch black because stars and moonlight. But that's still a fair point. I think the other option is if we don't want to be lingering in the plains too long, is we just try to time it where we start our travel day where we're like right at the edge of it, so that like as soon as we get up, we just rush across them. So we're not like stopping in the middle of them or something like that, or having to push because we don't want to end up in the middle of them.
I'll defer either way because Koa will be all right. But I
mean, you're kind of our guide, so
yeah, whatever you two are most comfortable with. If you two are both leaning toward waiting till the cover of night, that's fine. But I don't think we push and go in there tired.
Yeah, I don't want to go tired. I think it's up to you out of those two. Those are my two like thoughts, but they definitely lean toward deferring to Koa for this one, or at least sorry to speak for Aldo. I know Mikhail does.
Yeah, no, I feel the same. I'm probably more comfortable going as long as we're not tired. Aldo's more comfortable going in the day, but it's Koa's the leader. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll try to maybe rest a little bit earlier, and then wake up earlier, like before dawn, and get moving early to try to rush over there as early as possible. I think that way we're still trying to use cover of darkness, and we're also not deferring time.
Sounds good.
So we're gonna stop short, make sure we get a full night's sleep, but our goal is to get up like an extra few hours early and move early, Scott.
Okay, so you're not waiting for the cover of darkness. You're just doing that third day, and going across during the day. Heard.
Well, we're going across, hopefully while it's dark in the morning rather than at night. We're getting up before dawn and trying to go.
Let me just think for a second. Miles here. 5, 11. It's a lot of miles to try to go getting up before dawn. At 3/4 each hour you move. It's not 30. Yeah, because so it's 32 an hour. Is that the way it works? That's per day. So it's 4 an hour overland. Yeah,
How far away are we?
Yeah, how many miles is it to cross the plains?
54, 65, so 11 miles difference. So you're moving 3 miles an hour. That's at 4 hours early, more or less. It's half a day's travel. So you're talking about like not even getting a full night's sleep.
What if we go 2 hours early and just risk the last little bit being as the sun rises?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably fine. I was gonna say, like, even if it's daylight at that point, at this point we're kind of choosing speed over stealth, right?
Okay.
So,
and I think can we use our hustle like that as we get into the valley?
The first hour, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. So like literally, hour 1 you would move 6 miles, so halving the distance. So you literally get up, feed everybody like, let's go, push.
Yeah.
So hour one, you're halving the distance, getting close to the edge there, which is fine. Okay, cool. Let me just roll something real quick. Okay, this is your plan. You've already announced it. I get it. Da-da-da-da. Perception checks.
Damn.
Nice.
Go off.
I don't know why I double rolled. I guess the 8's the one that counts.
Koa's the one that notices
No, the 18.
details here.
Wait, I triple rolled for some reason. No, I didn't.
No. The 18 was your first perception roll. The one before that's nature.
Oh, okay. So I did just double roll. That's weird.
Oh. So the 18,
So the 18, the 18, I guess so. Unless the 18 was from before. I think I double rolled though.
I'm gonna, because I don't remember you rolling a perception around the time.
I don't
that you
either.
made nature check.
So I'll take the 18.
Are you happy with your 18? Do you want to modify it? You have +2s.
Do you guys want me to use one of the +2s for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the +2, make it a 20.
Okay, so with your 20 total, as you guys are traveling along, it's actually Koa that notices something. So it's something you notice, like a knoll standing there and going, "Hey, there they are," or anything like that. It's the signs in the area. It's the going by a spot and seeing that there's a bit of a husk of a body, kind of like sitting there, and some flies feeding off of it. Right. It's like going not much further down. That could be one of anything, right? Mountain lions live here, so on and so forth. Then you go not too much further, and you can see that there's like a goat that's absolutely torn apart and eaten. And like stopping and hopping off the horse, like check it out or whatever it is. You realize, like, this isn't during the hustle, right? This is during the other portion. You know that they're gonna keep riding ahead. You hop off. You're like, go ahead, I'll catch up because you have the fastest horse, anyways, right? You hop off and you examine. You're like, these are just teeth that rip this open. This is claws that rip this open. Claws and teeth, definitely. These are signs that gnolls and hyenas have feasted on this goat. It leads you to understand, no, this trail, this close to the
Keep.
valley. Sort of looking for, I keep trying to say canyon. This close to the valley, it's definitely used. It's definitely used by the gnolls as well. So you've not seen any gnolls yet. But that doesn't change the fact that the signs of them are here, and it's possible they're up in the hills here, comfortably living up in, like, off the trail itself and in the terrain around it. It definitely makes Koa have caution. So obviously, you're going to report that back to your companions and decide: do we just throw all fucking caution to the wind and just like sprint in and try to get to the keep before they get to us? Do we try to move slower, more cautiously? Like, what's the plan here? Go ahead, Koa, and bring it to them.
Can I ask if there's any signs of burning on any of this stuff, or just normal gnoll hyena stuff?
It doesn't show that the food is cooked.
Okay. I have a feeling that no matter what we do, we're going to be in close proximity. The gnolls have been hunting through here, or something equally as big and slashy and bitey.
Well, that's what we were acting against, right? That's why we're trying to get through here quick.
Yes, I'm just saying we're on their hunting trail, so we can either try to maybe slow down and sneak through, which has its own risks, or we can continue just trying to rush through and hoping that even if we encounter them, we can either outrun them or they won't notice us.
I don't know. If we're on their trail, like, I mean, we would be just as capable of spotting them as they are us, right?
Yes.
I mean, except the fact that they have sense of smell, they're keen hunters.
Having sense of smell means they can track us, but honestly, them tracking us is we'd still likely see them coming. I don't know. It's kind of your call, but I'm not even sure what counts as stealth in the middle of the plains like this. I mean, if they can sniff us out anyway, I think we just move.
Yeah, I don't think this changes our approach much, but it's on you, Koa. You know best.
I think that that's fine, but just keep your heads on a swivel and be prepared, because if this is their hunting grounds, then they're going to be looking to hunt, and they may see us as prey. So, if someone has already spotted us, one of them has already spotted us, it's possible that they could even have an ambush prepared.
Yeah. Which could be a problem, but like you said, if they've already spotted us, then it's an eventuality. Till we get evidence, I think we just hurry.
In that case, we continue hurrying.
And so you guys are going to do that. You're going to try to rush to get there as quickly as possible. You've already used your hustle, so you unfortunately can't do that at this point. And so it's just more or less just traveling as you're making your way there, with hopes that there is no traps or what have you that spring along the way. The conventional concept of a trap is not what's in place. It's not like they pull a rope and you get knocked from my horse or anything like that, because I don't think that the Knolls expect a group of people to be riding up this trail by horse. Certainly, there's very little traffic here in general, right? That's why the keep was never really explored before, and blah, 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 blah. So that's not really the case. Instead, what it ends up being is, again, you have your 20 perception check. As your characters are getting closer, the smell in the air gets a bit more foul. Like the smell of rotted flesh and of wet, dog and whatnot, as it gets, more foul. And your characters, even though you were rushing at first, maybe slow down to a little bit of caution with just like how foul the smell is in the air. Unfortunately, as you said, you did choose to rush, so element of surprise was, taken from you as you make your way around that final bend we talked about beforehand forever ago. When you first, in multiple times, when you first are making your way into the valley, and you can see at the far end of that, almost like tunnel, if you will, that you're traveling through to break into the valley itself. There is structures there. I mean, very simple, almost like tent-like structures that are set there. It's uncommon for Knolls to use these frequently, but it's not unheard of for Knolls to use them. They are more nomadic, Knollmatic. So they don't usually use structures. They don't always do. They oftentimes will just kind of like sleep out. But there are a couple of tent structures, tattered as they are, at that entrance place there. And the movement suggests it's not one or two Knolls that are about. That is, in fact, a Gnoll encampment that's right there. And as you're coming around the bends, like I said, you weren't moving cautiously. You guys were speeding up to get here quicker. In choosing to do so, you did allow the hoof prints, the hooves falling on the ground, to be heard, to be carried through the canyon as you went. And so there are Knolls appearing up on the hills around you, noticing you as you're noticing this. And there's whoops and calls and whatnot, giving warning to the camp that's over there. Simple fact of the matter is, you're outnumbered. There's a lot of them around. If you had to guess, just with a quick glance around, well over a dozen, if not a few dozen. But you just, I'm giving you a snapshot, quick glance. You're not really spending time looking at it because we haven't taken any action yet. That said, you kind of have to make a choice. Do your characters in this scenario, just the three of you with your 3 or 4 horses, whatever it is your plan to try to stay and fight with them, to charge through and pass them and try to get to the keep anyways, or to turn around and go back? Because you're definitely outnumbered. And you don't know how many are in the valley should they hear of your coming.
These are all Knolls. We don't even see the hyenas.
There's hyenas and whatnot around too. Yeah.
Does your number include them?
There's a dozen Knolls, if probably way more. You just, I'm giving you like a quick, like, oh shit,
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Okay, so there's at least a dozen Knolls themselves. Mm-hmm. So likely 20 plus gnolls plus hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the only way we know into the valley?
Technically speaking, no. There's also the northern edge to the valley. This is the southern. Remember the southeastern part is how you come in, and there's also a northwestern path out. That's the one that you had taken before when you were traveling with what's his name. You know the hobgoblin guy.
Roxanne?
Roxanne, thank you. I'm like, come on, Scott, the police. What's like the best police song ever? Roxanne.
Wow.
Okay. And how far away are we?
You're from the actual thing itself. Hold on, do we still have that map readily available? No. The west. Where's the actual fight map that you guys did? Oh, here it is. Goat Trail. I actually have this map, funny enough. It's not set up for the actual combat, but I can show you. It's very quick for me to set up things for combat, so. Carry you and drop you here. Okay, that didn't carry you and drop you. I swear, when Roll20 changed how it is you move people, it confused the shit out of me. I've never gotten used to it since. Why won't you move? There we go. Finally got it. Okay. So this is the goat trail area. As a reminder, if you look where Koa is, so more or less, if I do like a
Oh, they're already dead. That's helpful.
That's where you fought before. If you imagine like over here is where the tents are set up, which I have to set up really quickly for you. So where Koa is standing around here is where the tents are set up, and where the crew is right now is where the horses currently are. Oh, let's get rid of that tent. That's where you guys had camped before.
I can't see anything.
Yep, I'm putting you here.
How big is the area they're currently in? Are they spread out enough where we could kind of like ride our horses through and around, or are they kind of like grouped up where it would be tough to...
The tents take up this area. Like the tents take up the area. You have to get through the tents. The actual gnolls themselves, not that they were standing guard. It's like they have like, you know, pikes, and they're standing like, like you're catching them off. Like, they're not prepared for you. But you have to get through the fact that there's structures and gnolls and so on and so forth. And then there's also a bunch that are up in the hills and whatnot too, that are around you. So
they're taking up like a 60-foot area, which could hold a lot of gnolls. Assuming either even are in the tents. That's just the tents, so the gnolls could be spread out even beyond that.
In the valley before, you know that there was many gnolls in the valley before. And that was before this whole Orsugo union.
Okay, so Koa will quickly turn to the other two. Dozens. Fight or run?
The hell? I don't think we can fight that many.
I don't know that we can.
Is there another way around? Different trail?
Scott, do I know of another trail that connects to get to the valley from here?
Again, you know.
I know that the other entrance is, but do I know how to get there from here, from this trail?
Oh, you've actually never made your way around that way. You've only gone from the valley itself, the southeast entrance or the northwest one. You've actually never gone.
We explored the walls around the valley before, I think, because I think the last wall we actually found was the one with the keep on. I think we did like a full loop,
but from within the valley itself, and those are the only entrances and exits to the valley. That's why the valley is like, it's so secure, because the whole thing's like, it's a valley, it's like a bowl, and the terrain outside of that, it's like, could people traverse that terrain? Absolutely. But could an army? Oh, fuck no. And certainly it's not good for horses. You know what I mean? Like donkeys are more made for that kind of terrain. Donkeys are made for that uneven. That's why they have the legs built the way they do, they jump the way they do. But not horses. It's not meant for them carrying.
Do we know how good at climbing the gnolls are, or is there like a good choke point on this path where we think maybe they couldn't get up and around us?
So there are already gnolls around you that are up in the area nearby. Knolls in general, it's not like they're excellent climbers by any stretch of the imagination, but this is their home, so they know it. So they know the areas that are going to be easier to climb up and climb down. It's not like they're going to be adept at climbing the shit spots, but they know the spots that are better.
Yeah, it's not like we're in a canyon with like large cliffs. They're just kind of rocky. Okay.
Yeah. When the valley itself is like this, like really steep, coming. But either way, go ahead.
Not a path I know. There are other entrances into the valley, but how to get there from here, I'm not sure. We'd have to go off the beaten path and look.
Doesn't look like we have time for that.
They're starting to move their way in. Unfortunately, they're like starting to press in on you as you guys are chatting. At this point, I'll allow for perception checks to see some more details.
Well,
Koa's too busy thinking about like the paths to notice anything. I imagine
he's the one talking so much while everybody else is giving like short responses. He's the one that's like talking through it or whatever. Yeah, sure. So what you're going to be able to see, Mikhail, is you get a much better quick count than Koa was able to, and you're also just better at numbers, I guess, than Koa is. You're looking at easily. You don't have a perfect count. Easily, including gnolls and hyenas, 3 dozen. You're seeing that's a dozen per. And even if you were able to survive it, the likelihood of all the horses and everything surviving, you have to make a decision quick. Stay, fight, go.
That's like 3 dozen. I think we gotta go quick.
Or stay.
Koa goes to like lead you on, and the way that this is gonna have to make sense is I'm gonna have to look for ways to go, I guess, to the left-hand side as we're coming up, because the idea is, Scott, is I want to ride around, I guess, to the eastern side and find a way up to the northeastern entrance to the. There's one to the northeast, right? That's where one of the entrances was.
Northwest. You're in the southeast, but yes. Then
in that case, I'll look for paths either way. I thought there was one on this side, another one. On this side.
It's like the opposite corner of the oval shaped. But you're saying come back in. So let's look at the map to make it clear. You're saying more or less, and let's move Koa so Koa can see, because I think you guys can only see your own characters here. You're saying more or less like instead of going down this tunnel, to head north and try to make our way around there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. And this is where that nature trick we were talking about beforehand applies.
I can make another one, or I'm keeping my lovely.
You're gonna have to make one. Remember your one forever ago? I said it gives you a bonus here. Yay!
Oh,
yeah. Okay. So you're gonna be able to apply that, but we'll make that in a second. So your character's like go, and you're gonna try to ride north or whatever it is, as the hyenas are gonna start like running after you, and the gnolls are gonna start attacking after you. I'm just gonna like as you're running by and they're aware of you as you're going. I'm just gonna make 2 stray attacks.
I'm also gonna make attacks, just so you're aware.
That's fine. My numbers are great enough that we can just say like you clip a gnoll like solidly in the shoulder, and if you don't kill it, you fucking hurt that thing in a way that its family will remember. But I'm just gonna make 2 stray attacks. See if I can hit anybody. I probably cannot. Oh, actually, get my cell phone. Take a picture and send it to you. Oh, that's funny. I was gonna get to the thing. Oh, I love when things like this happen.
You rolled a nat 20.
I rolled 2 dice because it's 2 stray attacks. I do have to re-roll one of them because one of them is a nat 20. And the other one I have to see if I have to re-roll that one. I don't think I do.
Wow.
Yep.
It's a 20 and a 19.
Okay.
For those who aren't looking at the Discord.
The other one is not a chance to crit, which is good news. Okay. Because it's 20 times 3. Oh shit! That re-rolled to a natural 19. So I got a nat 20 and nat 19, and then the nat 20 re-rolled to a natural 19. So I hit one of you with a critical hit, and the other one I just clipped. Okay. I'll let chat choose. Chat, we're gonna have Mama Scribbles roll a d3 for who I do hit with my critical hit. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, Koa, Mikhail, Aldo, and that's who my what did I say? My regular hit is. And we're gonna let. What was that?
You said that's your crit.
Oh, that's my crit. Sorry, Mama Scribbles is crit. Cool. And then we're gonna let a 2.
Fuck.
And then we're going to let Cozy Kitten go ahead and roll the other D3 to see who that one hits. And if this is Mikhail too, you may have killed him. Merp. My bad, fam. So, a 1. Okay, that's good news. That's good news. That's good news.
Which one of us is 1? Is that me?
Yeah.
That's you. Yeah.
But just not Mikhail is good news. Okay, so. All right, Wade, you first. You take 6 minus 2 is 4
Is this on a
points of
D6?
damage.
Are you just rolling fucking max on everything?
No, it's a D8. 6 minus 2 is 4 points of damage. Keegan? Wait, no, I just multiply, right? I don't roll extra dice. I do roll extra dice. I've been doing it.
I think
Scott's
we've
just
just been
picking max
multiplying.
numbers on these dice, y'all.
Have I been multiplying?
Oh wait, no, we haven't because Roll20
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. That's that. Roll 20 is
We,
the
didn't- we,
reason.
didn't- we didn't.
Like-
we didn't
like-
set up the other thing.
The concept of not multiplying, I didn't know until I got introduced to Roll20 in 2016. We always just did the math. So, anyways, I rolled on my 3d8 an 8, an 8, and a 1. So only slightly above average.
Off.
So that's 7, and I multiply my modifier too, which is +2. So
Okay.
that's 9, 17 plus 6 is 23.
Yeah, that hurt a lot.
Yep. So Aldo takes a shot at someone, drops them. One of them throws a spear, and it fucking skewers Mikhail. I'll get to it in a second. Aldo sees that shit happen, and just being as spiteful as he is, he quickly reloads his crossbow bolt, and he whips back around and takes that extra second of aim. And because the range is so good in his crossbow, he's steadying his shot while riding away and gets that shot off after it. And the one that hit Mikhail, Aldo sees the crossbow bolt go flying directly into the thing's face as the thing falls backwards off of the hill or whatever it's on with the bolt inside of it. And then of course Aldo has to reload a shot and level aim at one of the ones that's ahead of where you guys are, taking a shot at where it is so that thing dives to the side or gets clipped or whatever, kind of opening a path for you to make your trail. Mikhail, you unfortunately that spear got thrown. And the way that it got thrown, it had actually skewered you directly into your side, like it penetrated through your armor and actually hit you into your side. Normally, things are fairly glazing blows, but this actually had the spearhead stab into you. You don't know how grievous the wound is yet. All you know is that thing's fucking stuck on you, and you have to, while riding, pull it free and apply pressure to it because you can't have that jiggling on you while you're galloping on a horse. So you have one hand on your reins, the other hand holding the wound as you're galloping, trying to get to freedom. Anything your characters want to say or do as we move on?
Koa will just yell, "Mikhail, you all right?" to determine whether or not he can ride or if Koa has to fight.
He just goes, "Fuck! Yeah, keep going." And he's going to use his potion belt. This is definitely a light wound, right?
Yeah, that's the word I'd use. Light.
Oh God. Okay.
Didn't we buy like a whole bunch of
Yeah,
potions, by the way?
Absolutely.
We did, yeah.
We had gotten it for 4 each, if I remember right.
Oh God.
The me roll.
This number is haunting me.
I didn't see what it is.
What do you think it
3.
is? What did I say?
Oh, you rolled a 2. Oh, you can re-roll this.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset right now. Whatever. I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
Come on, baby. Give me a 7.
Okay,
Oh.
it's much better.
That's
Much
not bad. That's not bad. The 6 is solid. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That wiped out all the plus damage. Not the dice of the plus. That's good. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
You have a large health pool, right? So you're feeling good now?
No.
Are you back into?
That's
Are you back up to 20?
almost.
Oh,
Yeah. Almost there. Just it's right there. But yeah, as he uh, takes the potion. He's just gonna also pull the fucking spear out while the healing is happening, so it's not just stabbing into him. Because he knows that the potion's gonna heal the most grievous shit right away. So that's the time to do it.
Cool. So you do that. You're trying to get yourself back up and functioning or whatever again, and you do that. So it's not everything you just said there, and then you keep trying to ride. But where it is you're trying to go again, because they hoot and hollered, the gnolls are aware of your presence. It's just not that it's not like this goes on for all eternity. You're able to outride their attention, right? But it takes a significant amount of effort, and how successful you are with that in general. Wade, if you can do me a favor and go ahead and roll your nature check. Reminder, your compass is actually going to apply here. That gives you a +2. And that
survival or nature?
I'm sorry. I meant to say survival. And you do actually get to apply the +2 from that previous thing we discussed forever ago that you brought up as you guys came to the goat pass. So that's going to be a +4.
Okay.
You're sitting at a 20. Is it a legit 20?
That's with the +4.
Okay. Are we happy with this? Want to modify it? Or are we good?
We only have one more +2. Do you guys want to save it for something? Oh,
nice.
Get us the fuck out of here, Koa.
Okay. It's at 27. You guys want to save the +2? 27 is probably good. I'll take that.
Because this is an extended action, do you technically have to use one of your abilities with this too?
No, it's just for the check. That one is an immediate action. So this one's not the competence.
Oh, okay. So this one's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the second level spell.
All good. Cool. So you are going to go ahead and have your fucking 27. You were easily able to find your way around the path. It's not that the path is super complicated. It is. It is complicated. But honestly, Koa could have figured it out. What it is that Mikhail just keeps occasionally just like, which way, Koa? Or Koa, come on! Or whatever like comments he makes as you're trying to navigate through the area. What it is that every once in a while, Koa comes across a fork in the road, and you'll hear like a Koa like, which way? Sorry, from Mikhail, like a which way? And Koa just like in that snapshot makes a decision and rides. And every time he does so, there's a like pulled back view where like you can see from the bird's eye down that had they gone the other way, there was a couple of like scouts that happened to be in that area, or like had they pulled back, they would have seen that trail would have been the faster trail by way of miles, but there's a bunch of bramble bushes and whatnot that grow across the pass there, or whatever it is that would have slowed you down and allowed to. So it's like you kept making the right decisions as you go. So it's like you make insanely good time. You make the most clear amount of time you could making your way around. Unfortunately, it burns a few hours just trying to get around this valley. It's a big valley, but it's also not a direct path. You're navigating through here.
Sure.
Sometimes you're realizing we got to get off the trail now. You're going up with the best you can with the horses over like the really steep terrain, traveling on top of that for a bit before finally dropping back into the trail again, until finally you do get round the northern bend that's there. When you finally join onto the bends, there's this like this moment where you stop and you have to like think for a long moment, and you're like, okay, we do remember the northern path was longer, like that fed into the valley. It was a lot longer. I mean, several hundred feet, if you remember like what you had witnessed over there forever ago. And it's a lot wider, not like 10 feet wide or 20 or 15 feet wide. It's a lot wider. It's more like a solid like 15, 20 foot wide, like open area. It's actually wide enough that you're pretty sure that was the old like merchant road or trail or pass, that when this keep was Mole Empire and Drazstone was Mole Empire, that's the way that they would have traveled between each other, right? That's why that pass is like was used. So you're there and you realize if we turn left, it's going to bring us into the valley. If we turn right, it leads us closer to Drazstone. Heading further north and westward to Drazstone.
I was going to quickly make a couple marks on his map with this knowledge.
Yeah, of course. That's there. And go ahead. What's the plan from here?
Well, we just caused a whole lot of ruckus in the southeast, so I assume if we hug the west wall, and go along the southern border to the keep that way. We'll hopefully avoid the gnolls there. I know they did have like a big base of operations somewhere in like north of the keep, but I think that was a little bit more central. So I'm hoping hugging that west wall will allow us to avoid some of the bullshit.
Sounds good.
Also, I got to point out, the reason I got a bonus to the mountains was because the last time we were in the mountains navigating, I rolled a 27, and that's what we ended up with total this time too.
That's that's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. So either way, you are going to head in this way. But imagine this time you're going to be a little bit more guarded. You're going to be a little bit smarter and not want to just go ahead and like dive right in headlong. You're going to be a little bit more cautious coming from this direction. Is that fair to say?
I imagine
Probably.
so, but time's
Kind of have to
also
be now.
some. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say, Jake?
So we kind of have to be now. Like, we didn't know it was as bad as it was. Now we know. I suppose we got to be a little bit more careful.
You send the scout,
Yeah.
or do all of you go together? And the scout wouldn't go crazy far ahead, be a few hundred feet, rideable back, not, oh my god, where'd they go? They're gone forever.
I think Koa would volunteer to occasionally go further ahead. One, because he can ride Nightstorm a bit faster, but two, if we do run into shit and more spears are thrown, at least it would be him taking the hit.
That's fair.
So Koa will occasionally scout ahead.
Okay. So you will go ahead and scout ahead just to see what's going on. For you scouting ahead, is it on your horse or is it just Koa?
I think on the horse in case we need to fucking book it.
Okay. Then I'm going to have you roll a stealth check for the horse.
I'm sure that will go great.
I don't remember what her stealth is.
What do I roll for stealth? Is just flat dex? Does she have a stealth check?
She might have a stealth, but
She's probably not trained in stealth. I don't think horses just.
No, I think she surprised us.
Oh, there is
forever
stealth
now.
-2.
Yeah, because of her size. Yeah.
Because she's large, yeah. But she's got a good dex, so it offsets it a little.
Hey, that's fucking
that's pretty
amazing! Holy shit!
This is the +2.
Yeah.
Do it, yeah.
You'll make it to an 18?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Stealth of
Fuck that
18.
minus.
That's incredible. I love it. Okay, cool.
Nightstorm's like Scooby-Doo in through this shit.
Yeah, so you're able to make your way over there. Now, as a reminder from forever ago, when you guys were at the southern point, because the actual keep itself is at like the southern, it's at like the southern part of the valley, the oblong valley. So you're at the northern portion now. The thing is, like, that northern portion, it is where that large tribe spent most of its time many months ago when you were here. You were safe in the south because they were predominantly in the north. And now you're coming from the north because you saw a bunch in the south. Coming in this way, you notice something, Koa. They are still up here. They control this valley now. Before they lived in the valley was their home. You're among the valley. Now the valley seems to be their dominion. Like, it seems to be like their actual place that they've claimed, because it's like a spine to them that was never there before. And so while you're up here, you look around and you can see again, this place is not lacking being occupied. However, it's not like their numbers have doubled or tripled or something like that in time. As a matter of fact, even if they have grown in numbers since you left, how many of them have left to go wreak havoc throughout the rest of Adir or died doing so? So that being said, it's not like the valley is so overpopulated that everywhere is always being watched. It almost feels like you're over into the boundaries of Mordor right now. It's dangerous should you get caught, but there's lots of large holes that you can slip through and not necessarily get caught. If you're not sitting super high on the back of a giant horse riding full speed towards the keep. You could do that, and then you could try, hopefully allow speed to get you there. Or you could try to get off your horse and sneak your way over, which would be way slower. It's up to you. what approach would you take? Ride there hard, or you can go back to the crew and discuss it with them.
I will discuss it with them, but I will note that we already have used our hustle, so whatever that means as far as how fast we can move.
Of course.
Yeah.
And luckily, the valley is considered plain, so it's not like you're dealing with rough terrain or anything like that for your actual travel distance. Go ahead.
Yeah, the question that Mikhail's going to ask Koa that I know Wade is going to ask you is how many more miles is it to the keep from here?
Yeah.
Like how much more travel we have?
The size of the valley is it's a few miles in diameter the oblong way. It's a few miles. So it's a short ride because it's like open terrain, like it's like 1-for-1 speed or what have you. But it is a few miles still. Like 3, I think it is. 3, 4 miles.
So like an hour if we ride hard, a few miles if we, or a few hours if we go slow.
No, less than an hour.
Yeah, overland 4 miles if you, yeah.
Okay, so
For their horses, it's 4 miles in an hour, so you can get it in less than an hour.
So 45 minutes if we ride hard, a couple hours if we take it slow.
I mean, if we're going right past a big encampment of them, then I mean, it sounds like we need to try to be careful and sneak, right?
Okay, so take it slow, but then if shit
That's my
hits
thought.
the fan, fucking book it.
Probably, because we have to get off the horses for this and like just walk them over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try going a little bit slower, Scott, and stealthier, and then just be prepared to jump on and fucking floor it should we be noticed, I think.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. So your character's going to get off your horses. You're going to move at half speed, except for Jake. Jake's going to move a whole speed, but he has to stay with you, so he's going to move at half speed. The average speed of the person here is 30 feet. Half speed is 15. So you're moving 1.5 miles an hour. It's going to take you a couple hours to get there, barring any complications along the way. So I do need stealth checks from, unfortunately, everybody, and that includes the horses too, and the donkey, if you have a donkey.
So what you're saying is we're rolling like 8 checks. We're guaranteed to have at least 1 or 2 shitty ones.
But
Understood.
But it's not one of those like as soon as one rolls poorly, you're all fucked. That'd be insane, right? Because not looking everywhere all points in time. I'm looking for you to hit enough failures that I find you, not one failure and everybody's found. Just to understand how I'm approaching this. Otherwise, you would just be getting fucked over. Obviously, Jake makes it. Jake probably didn't have to roll. All right, you guys make it, which is awesome. Now it's a matter of the horses, which you have traveling with you. I think you brought all of them, right? Nice,
Yeah.
Soren, Daisy, Simone, and
I'll roll Jacobo if you guys want to roll your horses.
Is Simon there too? Did you guys bring 5? Oh no.
No, it's just Daisy and Simone are fused. And Simon's just
Jacobo
always
doesn't
there.
have a stealth check, so do I just roll flat dex?
Jacobo, is that the donkey?
Yeah,
So he's medium sized?
Yeah.
yeah.
So then, yes, Wade.
Didn't we get new horses?
Wade did, but he sent it away.
No, he got a baby horse. Didn't we get new horses too?
You borrowed horses for
Loaned
that.
to us.
Yeah.
I was
For
loaned.
that scene. Yeah.
Oh, when did they take them back? Are you sure?
After the battle,
Did we accidentally steal them? Oh, okay.
So
Jacobo's not doing us any favors.
You guys get a roll for Daisy, Simone, and Simon.
Yeah. That is.
So funny traveling with 5 horses.
Whew. All right.
Well, we've successfully countered our good rolls.
Easy to
I'm waiting
do.
for the sheet for Simon to load.
You good?
The dex check, is it?
Yeah, unless you have a stealth roll.
It's not unstable, Cat Lunar Puppet.
Oh, there is
it
a
was
stealth.
erratic.
It's -3.
Okay, cool. Okay, well,
Oh God, his is even worse.
hey,
Okay.
Jake rolled it. Okay. Thank you. my 2 19s and 20 from earlier, my luck has worn out. So, don't get me wrong.
That's good.
I noticed your 2s, but fortunately for you, I didn't notice your 9s, so you didn't hit the threshold for failure for the first hour of trying to get there. You cover half the distance. You're in the middle of the valley. It's getting later in the day now because remember, you try to come in, you got lost, you had to run around for a few hours. Now here you are here, so you were trying to come back in again around like noonish, and now it's an hour later, so about 1 PM, and then you're trying again for another hour. You traveled for 1.
We did start the day 2 hours earlier than usual.
And you're allowed 8 hours of travel time. 1, 2,
Yeah.
sneaking is going to be 3, 4, plus the coming around that they keep. I said it's going to be a couple hours trying to get around. So this next one's going to be your hour 7 of adventure time or whatever it is before you start suffering. So you can go ahead and roll more or less. Let me put a breaker in here. All right, let's go ahead and redo everything you just did. The second hour.
Okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
Koa crushed it. Koa's rocky and hilly. It's a 25. Oh, and of course
God.
Aldo shows you up.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
All right, now the horsies.
Those are good. Let's see.
Hey, that's
Okay.
a good start.
Okay.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
And then Jacobo.
Oh my god! Let's go. I could actually roll okay and still not beat you guys. Like,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
is there any way you can modify any of these?
No, we use
Simon
plus
rolled
twos.
a nat 20 though.
I know. Before I
Oh
roll,
my god.
is there any way that you want to modify any of these? Or are you good?
I don't think we
have
can,
anything to
except for Mikhail's
Yeah, I
gallon's
can-
the only thing that could,
Yeah.
but yeah, otherwise, no.
I would have to roll 13 for you to fail because I need 3, right? So I would have to roll 13 for you to fail. Okay, odds are in your favor. I rolled a 2 over there, and this one, the face of the die is completely scratched out. It's a
Whatever
3.
he wants it to be now.
It's a
It's a
3.
3.
Yeah,
All
I'll
that
take
work for a
picture
drop
and
of
send it to you.
3.
Yeah, it's a 3. So absolutely, it did not hit. Here, I'll show you. Face is completely. Yeah. Oh, my phone. Oh, my phone moved on me. Hey, it's like the focus changed on me as I was.
Spiral, are you the type of person that hates like playing the main plot of a game? You're just like, God, I want to do the fetch quest forever.
There you go. Okay, and you guys are able to spend the other hour and a half sneaking your way the rest of the way over to the keep. Now, all of that's great news. I unfortunately do have some bad news for you, though.
Okay.
When you guys get to the keep and you're looking to see what's over there, you can actually see that the knolls themselves are over by the base of the keep too. They have a small little, say, encampment that's over there. It's not the same as the one when you first came in. That's now off to the left of where you are, or all the shit that you seen back there.
Simi is fucking useless, is what I'm learning.
It's a small little encampment that happens to be here. If you had to guess, it's about a scouting party that's set here, and that's probably because y'all have come and gone from this area enough that they've watched it, or maybe it's Alcimia. Alcimia is why you're doing it, or other reasons. But there is probably a scouting party here, so likely a half dozen gnolls and a couple of hyenas. As you're approaching, is the plan to still make your way over to the door quietly and just try to get into the door as quickly as you can and just hold them off if they attack you? Or is your plan like, fuck it, we ball, we're already here, just go and attack them while you're opening the door?
Well, we have to
unfortunately, you can't
attack them.
fly. So
Yeah, I
Because
think we
locked the door's locked. We locked it.
Yeah. So we're not going to be able to just open it. We
Yeah.
have to do the whole unlocking thing again. So
the Blitzkrieg ball.
but if
there-
Aldo
is-
goes over, he can kneel down and unlock it himself without necessarily being. He's sneaky.
yeah.
I mean, I can try. Like, is there a encampment more or less right in front of the door? So as soon as the door kind of pops open, anyway. Like,
not at the door itself. It's not like they're watching the door
Okay.
specifically. It's actually more underneath where the balcony is. Likely because it's harder for a bird to swoop down and get you if you're directly beneath the balcony that the bird swoops down from. You know what I mean?
Well, in that case, we definitely should wipe him out. That way, Alcemia can go and fight shit, not to worry about them throwing spears and shit at her.
Oh, she can fly high enough. They can never throw a spear that high.
I mean, I can try and open the door if you all want to like be ready, or if you just want to attack, we can attack. It doesn't really matter.
My only concern is if you're over there by the door and they do notice you or us, you're going to be kind of off on your own. So if they push you, you're alone.
He has vanish potions. He'll be fine.
That's up to you. You're the one putting yourself at risk if you do.
How many is there over there?
6 gnolls and a couple of hyenas, he said. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, a few hyenas.
Yeah.
A few.
Looking at 8 to 9 total.
When that door comes open, it's going to draw their attention anyway, probably.
It is an annoying door to open because it has all those fucking spikes. You have to open it a very particular way.
Yeah. And I like how he says you can use a vanish potion when he's mentioned multiple times that they have scent. So anybody.
We did at one point have
We do have scent cloaks.
Yeah.
Do we still have those?
We have 2.
We have 2. I think that, but wait. If I remember
We have
correctly,
2 scent cloaks, 3 smoke pellets, 4 smoke sticks, 2 thunder pellets.
If
thunderstone.
They're kind of grouped up, can Mikhail hit him with a sleep?
Yes.
I was going to ask, like,
Yes.
how grouped are they? Yeah.
So it's not like they're like on all of them on top of each other, but absolutely, if you're like Scott, I just want to sit here and wait for the right moment where they're kind of like moving around or whatever it is. I'm going to stealth in to get close enough. Because like right now you're very pulled back. Otherwise, they're just fucking seeing some of the horses. So I'm going to stealth in, get close enough, and wait for the right moment and drop asleep. You could probably get 4 of them at once. Maybe if you're really lucky, a 5th.
Oh,
it's just I don't know how many your
a 5th wouldn't do me any good because it only goes up to 4 HD.
Oh yeah, 4 HD. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can remember that. And gnolls themselves are 2 HD creatures, so I guess it's only 2 at a time.
There'd be a max of 2 of them. You
have to do 2 castings. You have to like hit them and then win an initiative round and hit them again.
Ugh.
And then Aldo pulls out that dagger.
Don't say it with a smirk. It's not that he won't now. He's seen some shit, man. You know what I mean?
Sins 4 down.
I am Jesus. Well, here's something funny while you're thinking. So I didn't know these were a thing. I'd never seen it or heard of them before, but apparently it's like super common that these like these small little like soft plastic Jesuses get like left everywhere. Apparently that's a thing. I didn't know because like I found one when we were on vacation in Maine before, and I found out since that they're apparently everywhere always. So you go anywhere you find them. So anyways, we were left a grocery store, it was like on a railing sitting there. And it's funny because it says Jesus loves you on there, and it's like him with the red sash and his robes or whatever. So I took it because I thought it was funny because I'm an atheist. So yeah, I wash it and I show it to Gwen. I'm like, oh look, you found Jesus. Oh, Jesus. So it became a joke because like Brittany's mom is religious, but she's like the only person. And so like we teased her about it and da-da-da. It's become a thing in my house now where now Gwen will run around and hide Jesus or Aurora will hide, and everybody's always finding Jesus. And so, and so like literally,
I was going to say if this doesn't end with you saying that like the Jesus is now being hidden all over your house and people are finding Jesus, this is a terrible story.
It is constant. It is absolutely. So Gwen will wake up in the morning, she'll grab Grogu and go find Jesus. So like it's so funny. And again, we're an atheist house, so things actually happen. Anyways, so
that's pretty funny. Also, but say 2 castings, I get a max of 4 of them down.
That leaves 2 gnolls and a handful of hyenas.
Yeah, and then we're just in a fight at that point, of course.
How many hyenas? I thought there was 6 all up. I thought it was 4 gnolls, 2 hyenas.
No, it's 6 gnolls and then 2 or 3 hyenas.
He said some hyenas. So
yeah,
like 2 or 3.
Likely 2, yeah.
It's still a lot.
That's still kind of a lot.
The granted,
I would rather
you fought
fight
that number successfully before. The concern isn't fighting the number. The concern is others becoming aware and how quickly they converge on your point over time.
Yes, and I have half my health. I mean, I can make that lion roar sound again. I don't know how much that would scare them.
It would also draw attention from other
Definitely
places.
pull others. Yeah.
Yeah. But we just need these guys off of us with enough time to get inside.
Yeah. I think you try to sleep 2. We start the fight. If you can sleep 2 more, great. Otherwise, I think we take this party out as fast as we can.
Okay.
Do you want him starting to pick the locks in the interim, like to get over there and get started, or is he a part of the takeout as fast as possible?
Do you want to try to sneak over and at least have the door ready to go and see if you can successfully do that, Jake?
Yeah, I can try. I'm going to put a scent cloak on.
Okay.
Oh.
I think if he's gonna do that, maybe we wait till he's done.
I agree.
Comes back. If shit pops off in the meantime, we just go. But
you need to be ready in case they notice something's going on, like especially with the door.
Yeah.
I think we give you time, and then whenever the time's right, we jump in.
Okay, good. Do you have the rules to scent block? I haven't seen it in a long time. I think it just makes you unscentable.
I assumed that was the case.
He's like, yes,
There
Scott.
it is.
That is exactly how it works.
Increase the DC of tracking you by scent by +10 for 24 hours. It says, because you still have a smell, creatures with scent can still detect and pinpoint you if you are cloaked. They just can't identify your smell as something unique.
Okay, but you have to be pretty close for that, yeah?
Yeah. So, effectively, you don't stand out as a unique thing. It's just if they start looking specifically for you, you don't have no smell. You just don't smell like
so this isn't going to be what triggers them. They would have to already be aware of your existence for that. This works for exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. All right, Jake. Then I guess the plan is you. And how long does it last?
24 hours.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah. You have to wash for a full round to remove it.
Okay. Then Jake, you're going to go ahead and put that on yourself, and it's going to smell a little weird around your friends. And then you're going to go ahead and make me your stealth check to get over there.
All right.
Thank you. Ah! Yeah, okay, you're there.
Buddy.
You're there. You just and you're there. Cool. All right. Next up is
can't be smelled, can't be seen.
We just forget
even we lose him.
Aldo with us. Yeah. Oh God, we forgot Aldo and Lucian.
You've picked this lock before. You remember the DC is insanely high. Did you take a 20 before, or how did you do this? No.
We had one.
No.
Key
Now
and
we
had to pick
understand how
one.
it works.
I'm sorry?
We had one key, right?
We did have, yeah. What do we have two? I don't remember.
The key. You had the key in the ring.
We had a key in
one key.
Yeah.
So he goes over with the one key and he puts it in and he turns it and it's safe. But then he has the ring on, which allows him the current, so he has to make the lock pick on the other side.
Yeah.
And so Jake is going to have to go ahead and make that lock pick action now. Go ahead.
Still have, or I would give you the ring of Sov as well if you're going to go do that, because that gives you a bonus.
Oh yeah, whereas the other one didn't give him a bonus. I just made it an option, but yours actually gives a bonus to it, right?
Yeah, it's +3.
That's cool. Yeah, Jake, you're gonna go ahead and grab that that ring from him and put it on, and that gives a +3. So you can go ahead and make that check for me.
Do you get a bonus
Disable
for picking a?
device?
Sorry, go ahead.
Or is it disabled device?
It is disabled device with a +3. Yes, sir.
Do you get any
You are
bonuses
correct.
for picking a lock you've already picked before?
Yeah. I get a bonus for lock picking in particular. It's +1. So
No. He's saying because you've picked the lock before, and the answer to that wait is no. He's already cleaned. He's already shut the lock and all those things that we talked about forever ago. Remember how he used water or lube or something?
Oh, sure.
there we go.
Jesus, is that a 28?
No, it's a 27. I added the bonus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to add that bonus as a reminder. But yeah, you pass. So you go over there, you sneak down, you get down low, and literally your first try, which is not like it's a 3 seconds. It still takes you a full minute or so. But they're not looking over in your direction. You timed it well. Eventually, chink, you get it open, and you feel it open, and you go over to the door and you push it in. I think with like your boot or whatever it is, because remember that spiky or whatever.
Yeah.
You push it in ever so slightly, so you know it's taken care of, and then you go and you take out the key quickly, and then you can go in. You can sneak back. You can wave them over. Like, what's the plan at this point?
I mean, if they haven't reacted and I kind of opened the door just a little bit with my boot, I guess he'd sneak back. I'm gonna have to sneak back over there unless they know that I'm at the door.
I mean, they knew you went to the door, you know, and they know you're at the door, so they can look. It's not like they can't see you. They get
okay.
insane, but like
I guess
it's just
you're gonna have to be over.
You're gonna be obvious if you're trying to like flag them or something.
No, I mean he'd stay there. Like he's hoping they keep an eye on him, so I'm guessing he kind of like tries to wave them over. But with my stealth check, I doubt they're gonna see. So he's going to.
If you open the door, can we see the door open?
If he opens it all the way, sure, yeah. They'll definitely see that. The gnolls aren't looking for it. They might also see it off the roll, but that's a chance, not a guarantee. Whereas you guys will guaranteed see.
You'll have to fully open the door anyway for the horses to get through.
Mm-hmm.
That was a tight fit before, so that's up to you. But we will look.
Yeah.
I don't think I can beat your 32.
Yeah, we'd be occasionally looking that way either way.
I guess he's just gonna sneak back over to you guys and let you know it's open. So he gets back there and he's like, "It's open."
Well, you gotta roll me a stealth check. Sneak back over. It's a whole while later. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Still good. It's 21. I can actually beat that though. So I have to roll before you even roll because I didn't win. All right. So you sneak back over and you say it's open. Go ahead.
It's open.
Nice. They didn't react at all.
Yeah. You guys ready?
Are we still going to go for the fight, or are we going to try to sneak?
How far away are they from the door, Scott?
The gnolls themselves, again, the door is like over here. They're underneath the balcony, which is a good bit off to the side. Actually, give me a second to see if my map covers that. Covers that in actual like distance. So I go to the west, and then I go to the actual keep. Which part of the keep do I want to see? Copy of the keep? This one? Give me a moment. Zoom out.
Like weighing options, is it feasible to just like haul ass over there before they can do anything? Or
so the distance between where they are and where the actual door is, because that's like the back and forth down. It's funny, I don't have the door actually marked here, but it does go the stairs. You know how they function. But the closest knoll is probably like a good 80 feet away from the door. Like 80 feet is the closest knoll. They could be as far as say like 120 feet or so away from the door. So I mean, if you went sprinting in, they would notice you, and I go towards you. They wouldn't necessarily know the door. Let's cut them off towards. Like they wouldn't necessarily know that, right? So, your opinion. You show your approach. What do you want to do?
And how far is the door from us?
You're a good ways back. You're a good ways. But just think you can run to get there, and a horse's run at times 5. So for like you can literally just be like, hey Wade, you don't go yet. You literally sit here, and you have each of them ride hard and bring the rein. Oh no, because you have fucking 5 animals or 4 animals to bring with you. Somebody has to lead an animal.
Well, also it's gonna be slow to get each one in. And if we have to come back out to fight, I kind of still think we want to take these guys out.
I mean, it's slow to get in, but it's also like, it's still fast. You just get off, or but it's not like insanely slow, right? And wait, the reason I was saying you can hang back is you go so fast. You could just like, if I have to go mow them down, but what you could do is you literally have Mikhail go in first. Mikhail goes up there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that we might need to come in and out of the keep a bit, so I don't know that I want to leave them here.
Do we want to fight him?
There's pros and cons.
There's pros and cons. The
Yeah.
biggest con to taking them out is like we're going to be in this keep a while. That other group is going to see that a whole ass scouting camp got butchered.
Sure, they're
here.
also going to get our scent.
Good luck getting in though. You know what I mean? Good luck.
Yeah. Like them getting into us is like moot. That's not going to happen. It's just.
I think that they're going to know that we went in anyway because they can track.
I'm just
us.
like if we're worried about this scouting party being here, then like defeating it is possible makes it worse if that's the reason we want to take it out. Because if they come over here and it's been slaughtered, they may put more people or they may leave it the fuck alone. We just don't know. But if we're taking it out because it's in the way, then that's a different thing.
I mean, they're bolder. They're not necessarily smarter, so they might reinforce it if they're gone.
Yeah, they're already smart enough to use tools, train animals, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like, it's pretty.
We can try sneaking in. Just if we get caught halfway through going in, we're kind of.
Then we're gonna have to fight anyway.
Yeah. All right. So what you just want to try and sneak, and then if we get spotted, then Mikhail, you start sleeping.
Sleeping. Yep.
I guess let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So you're going to make your stealth checks for me to make your way over there. Again, I assume Wade's gonna go last because he can just ride the hardest and literally just ride straight in because you're so fucking fast. Because Wade, check that Nightstorm has run speed. Has a run feet. I believe she does.
Trying to see where feats are listed. I see horse tricks, skills.
I think it's higher up than those.
She has endurance and run.
It's on the main page.
So that means that she runs at 250 feet in a round if she's running.
There. That's below that.
So you're going to want them to close like half, if not 2/3 the distance, and then you start running in while they then pick up speed and get in there. Because who cares if they notice you once you get in, right? It's just a matter of can we get in there before they become a danger. Cool. All right, so you guys roll me a stealth check. Not Wade, not Nightstorm, the others. Wade, do you keep Jacobo with you? Or do you have them guiding Jacobo too?
They would have to take Jacobo too because I can't move fast with Jacobo.
Okay. This is where you take a strength potion and you just pick up Jacobo and run with him.
I'll roll Jacobo's stealth for you guys though.
Because Wade's base speed of 40 is faster than Jacobo's, I think.
So what stealth are we rolling?
Ours and our horses.
Don't worry, Jacobo's got
fucking
it.
Jacobo's got it.
Oh no, that means he's trying to sneak up on me.
Nice.
Jacobo's sneakier than Aldo. Nice.
Okay, I actually rolled good. All right, horses. Oh, okay. We'll take that.
Jesus, y'all.
Yeah, we take those. Yeah, we take those.
That went actually really well for us.
Right?
So
that's about as good as you could fucking hope.
I literally I don't know if I can pass that. Well, I can technically, but oh shit. All right, one was in that 7 and one was in that 9. And I would not be able to beat 2 of them, so I fail. You guys are actually able to make most of the distance over there. That's not the whole way. You're able to make more than 3/4 of distance there when you're only say 50 so feet away. All of a sudden, there's commotion, and Wade, around that time, you're just gonna get on. You're already in the back of you're hands on her saddle, waiting until they get to a certain point, or waiting until the action happens, and you're keeping low and keeping her low and calm. And then finally, they're climbing up into the saddle. And as you climb into the saddle, you start to notice that there's commotion happening. And there's noise happening from over in the camp area. And that's when they're just time to go. And they're running in as quickly as they can to try to get the rest of the way to the door. And as Koa is on what's-her-name's back, he's yeah, go! And starts heading out that direction as fucking quickly as possible. They're able to get to the door and push the door open and get, let's say it's... Daisy is able to get inside there, allowing Mikhail to hang back out, and then you have Aldo straight up rides what's his name, Simon, into the thing, and then is going to quickly like reach out, go over to the door to grab Jacobo and pull him inside the area as well. So like literally as Koa is riding over as quickly as he can, because he was the biggest of them, both person and the horse, is riding over as hard as he can to try to get there, drawing his sword in case he needs to use it. Mikhail, you see the couple of the gnolls are rushing over towards the area, seeing you coming. You see that like hyenas moving its way quickly over. Then all of a sudden their attention goes to Koa being there. Now you don't have like a half dozen gnolls coming at you. Their attention's split. You still have a gnoll coming over with you with a hyena running at their side, but you also have a bunch of them running over at Koa trying to get to him, but he's moving very quickly. What do you do, Mikhail? Where?
The one's coming at us.
Okay.
I'm not worried about them catching Nightstorm. It's not gonna happen.
So, rushing over towards you, you're going to see that they are going to, in fact, both get hit by the spell so hard they just flop to the ground asleep mid-stride. Just hit the ground asleep. Whereas the others are going after Koa, and are, of course, as Koa is just trying to ride by as quickly as possible. He's going to, have his sword ready in case he has to do like some sort of like a ride by assault if he needs to as he's going. I'm going to go ahead and one of the creatures is going to try to make an attack. What is Nightstorm's AC? Because you don't have mounted combat, do you?
No. 13.
Let me just check the penalty. Let me check the range on this thing. Make sure I know my penalty. Did I just hit Nightstorm? Where is my fucking Knowles? I keep closing the sheet like an idiot. There you go. Spear's base range is... That doesn't say. I think it's 20 feet, isn't it?
It's 20. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
for a throne. Yeah, it's 20.
I hit Nightstorm. So, Nightstorm is going to take +2, 8 points of damage as a spear hits Nightstorm, and that infuriates Koa. Infuriates him. He knows he has to get to the door, and even though that fucking gnoll is somewhat out of his way, he just feels something well up inside of him. Some rage wells up inside of him. Not the rage that he's felt before, not the thing that he's learned to control in his angry, angsty youth, and how he's been able to channel everything into his battle prowess. No, something deeper, something more powerful wells up inside of him. With one hand, he's able to grab the reins of the horse, and he's able to steer it ever so slightly away from the door that's there. And he's and rides the thing as hard as he can, sword at the ready, over towards the gnoll. Wade, why don't you go ahead and make me an attack roll?
Okay. Am I raging?
That's up to you. Would you be raging?
The way you described it, it sounds like Koa's kind of raging. So yeah, I guess so.
You are more than welcome to be raging if you would.
Does this count as a charge attack?
No. 1 second.
Because you don't like charge attacks?
No, because charge attacks require more actions or whatever to be allowed to do it.
Okay. But I am mounted.
Yep, I know. So you get a +1 for being mounted. Correct.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, so at 13, does that include the +1?
Yeah. That is the entire roll.
I think so. Give me 1 second. It might be missing. Give me 1 second. I think you should.
Check chat real quick.
I think you get another +1. Okay, 1 second.
Oh.
You there. I think you there. I think it's called. And highest.
Yeah. That's.
Oh, actually, why don't you
what I
do me a
thought.
favor? Why don't you actually roll again, as though you're attacking with advantage? Yeah, why don't you roll a second time?
Okay. You're seeing chat too, right?
Yep.
Also, 1 second.
Okay, hold on. And is it? Oh, wait, no, you don't get. Yeah, you get advantage. Right? Yeah, advantage.
No.
Wait, don't you? Hold on, let me check.
No, not
if it's what I'm thinking you're talking about.
And
you also have high ground.
And there's
'cause
no
you're
bonus either, so it is just the 13. That's right. You make a. Oh, yep. No. You do. You get a bonus 1. You get a +1. Yep. So you have
also you're mounted,
actually at a 14. Is that correct?
Mounted's already factored in.
It is okay.
So it's at a 14.
This is mounted rage 2-hand power attack. Scott, if I'm not happy with it, it would have to be Keegan that does something because I've got nothing else. There's
Like,
no
Keegan
luck, no +2s.
Keegan in theory could. The rolling up to where it is. There we go.
16.
Well,
Okay, there you are. A 16 does hit, because unfortunately a 14 wouldn't have. So a 16 does hit, and go ahead and roll your damage. It's gonna be so much damage. It's gonna be a disgusting amount of it. Actually, you don't even have to roll your damage. Their health is 11.
23.
Yeah, and their con is 13, so they're at -1. So they have one round. Here, let me roll this. If I don't roll in that 20, I roll natural 18. They die in 6 seconds. So yeah, they're dead. So you this power, this rage wells up inside of you. You grab the reins of the horse, and you push the horse to move that way as quickly as possible. As it moves over there, you sweep once with the sword and borderline chop this gnoll's head off. Now, while you are raged, you do see the other gnolls around, and part of you wants to go out and attack them. But with that one creature felling so quickly to your blow, you feel that spite satiated, and you're able to turn your attention towards the actual goal at hand and keeping your companions. But you're feeling like that I need to be with them to make sure that they're okay. And then you look over and you see Mikhail noticing others like running towards them. So he did like whatever to assist you. And he sees the others coming towards him, and he quickly casts his spell, and those two drop. Knowing, okay, it's time to get in here, you continue riding over towards the door to the keep, and are able to fast mount off of the thing, slow down and jump off of it as you're going in, giving Mikhail the cover he needs to get in behind you. And then you were walking in behind him and slamming the door shut, and carefully, you've learned this the hard way, spinning the wheel to make sure the door is actually locked behind you.
Yeah, I cannot wait to pull out the fucking map of let's dodge all these traps again, boys. Remember all the bullshit?
I think we mopped the stairs.
We mapped everything.
Yeah, we marked everything.
Yeah. So Koa comes back. I'll fall out of rage. Koa comes back and just like huffing and puffing. For a moment, you see like an intensity in his eyes that seems like a lot for Koa, but
yeah, he like Mikhail kind of looks at you. He's like about to maybe say something like, "Hey, we made it!" Like sees the look on your face, and then sees Nightstorm and says, "Don't worry, I got her. Just give me some time." Grab my kit.
He looks after, make sure like you're contending, but then he just kind of like turns and stares toward the door and just gets like kind of lost in thought for a minute.
Aldo, you mind give me a hand? My hand's still messed up.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. And you guys are able to, of course, make sure the animals are all set or whatever down here. Same as you did forever ago. And get your map out, see that you're good. And when everybody's heads are on straight, you start picking your way up the stairs. And are able to do so deftly. Aldo knows the traps, knows his markings of traps, all the things that he needs to do. It's all understood. There's no concerns there, no anything, no tricks. You make your way up the stairs and through the to the final door, where there's a pit trap you have to jump over. Can anybody here fail a DC 10 acrobatics for a jump check if you have a 10-foot running head start? Can anybody here fail a DC 10 acrobatics?
Yes.
So any of the whoever that applies to, you're going to have to go ahead and do yourself a favor and roll that acrobatics check.
Since there's no
What is
time
the
pressure or
10?
anything, can I just take 10?
No, because there's a chance to fail.
That's a take 20 issue. I can take my time. Nothing's chasing me. I'm not being shot at.
Oh, yes. I always confuse that. You are correct to push back on that. I always confuse those two. You are correct. You can take a 10, in which case you don't have a negative and you should pass. Were you going to say something, Jake?
No, it's all good.
Okay. You guys are able to jump the door.
Yeah, I think we're good.
And then get to the door on the other side that had that like puzzle that you guys solved forever ago, and finally are able to push in, and you're back inside the keep where you haven't been in ages. It's a reminder of the way that this looks. I want to say it was this one. Well, I mean,
that makes me feel really bad because that just means that's how long Roxanne's been tortured and locked up.
One-eyed and
Good. I wanted you to feel bad. That was my goal just now.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, of course.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait. What is going on? Why are you all fucking? Oh, it's because I needed to use this one to do it correctly, right? Right? I think so. Map change. What is happening? We'll just use this one because I gotta remember. Okay. So where are the actual boys in this? Tokens, grab, pull you down here, and drop you into the map so you can actually see what I'm looking at. Boom. And here we are. Oh, why is it so dark for you? That's crazy. Or is it still just loading? Oh, because you don't have your torch or whatever with you. That's why. You had torches you were carrying around before. That's why. So as you remember, like this is the actual area that was there, and don't forget that there was actually this secret door that was here that you guys discovered. And you
only two of us were here to investigate it, right? Someone was somewhere else. Why do I feel like someone wasn't here whenever we investigated that secret area?
All three of us were here. We did separate.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a little bit Aldo wasn't there because he got bird napped.
Is that whenever you and I investigated? Because I feel like it was Koa and Mikhail that investigated that room, then we just told Aldo about it.
The weird boulder
room?
Yeah. The weird boulder room that you're in right now. On the map.
For some reason I feel like it was only two of us that investigated that area.
That might have just been.
I don't even remember Boulder Room.
It's the room where the boulders got like fabricated and dropped into place to reload that trap. That's why the boulders are here. But it's also where you found the first book of the books that you guys went searching for. Like this is where you found the first one. It's also where you found like the hints for the instructions for the stairwell traps. It was the book thing.
So this is not before we've made it into that other room where it opens out where the balcony is and all that.
Yeah. So I'm just showing you this part here because you guys haven't been here in a while.
I
So
remember
I'm just
now.
being like a little what's what I'm looking for, like nostalgic. Thank you. But once you actually get up here, oh shit, this thing's being stupid. Let me DM.
I'm in a wall.
Yeah, DM control will push you guys through the wall. And this is like the big room here, like the actual This is like, if you will, like your antechamber of the place. And then finally, to what Jake was talking about, this is the door out to the bird's nest.
Yeah.
Right. And so,
I imagine we don't go to the Elders room. I imagine we go first out to check on Alcimia once we get near.
Well, I have a question. When we go in here, we were worried about some of those doors unlocking. Because he said something like, whatever his name is, the Arbiter, I can't remember his name.
Elder,
he said
Nankara.
something about the spite and the locks or something. So I'm wondering, as we come in here, is what's in here? And did Alcimia bring the eagles into the main room off the balcony? So when we open up this room, what do we see?
And I will gladly answer all of those questions, but it's midnight. We have to stop at midnight, and because I have to go. It's just me. It's just me by myself for the next several days, and I have to be up early in the morning to get both the kids off to where they need to go. So we'll end here, and next week we'll start with what happens when you guys open the door, that dial turning lock thing that share with you forever ago door, and what takes place here. So next week should be a good one for a myriad of reasons. So looking forward to playing next week. So anybody want to say before we end the session for the evening?
Yeah, I want to say 4-hour sessions now, which we played for so long, feel so short.
They do feel really short.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, twitch.tv/unnatural_1s. I run a game in Pathfinder First Edition. We didn't play last week because one of my players got sick and bullied me into not playing because apparently having 2 lungs isn't a good reason to risk coughing one of them up. So, yeah, but we'll play next week, and you'll see what happened after my group of players decided to jump in a hole that I said went down further than they could see. So, yeah.
Don't you love when people do that? You're like, I'm going to tell you all the warning signs of why what you shouldn't do is what you don't do and stuff. And they're like, so I do exactly that thing. And you're like, okay.
Dude, I set up this whole like trolley problem-esque scenario that they kind of inadvertently set up themselves with their actions. And they like went through all this stuff and they had these like clear ABC kind of options on how they wanted to play it out. And they were like, what about option 8? I'm like, we're going by letters. They're like, no, 8. Option 8. The number 8. So we'll see that next week.
Yeah. Welcome to players, right? That's just how PC's PC. That's how it goes. So cool. Wade, Jake, anything y'all want to talk about?
Distractible.
There's a Patreon. There's also a YouTube channel. Definitely up to date on the YouTube. Go check it out.
My goal tomorrow, because like tomorrow evening, Aurora won't be here and Brittany won't be here. It's just me and Gwen, and she goes to bed 8:30ish. My goal tomorrow is to after Gwen goes to bed, spend about 2 hours getting some videos up. I can't do all of them in 2 hours, but I could probably get like a solid 5 or 6 uploaded, scheduled, whatever. And then on time, let's guarantee 4, right? Because if I end up hanging out with the boys on a call, I'll be distracted. So let's guarantee 4. After that, maybe more. So I haven't done it in so long. I have to like remember what buttons to click in what order and so on and so forth. So, all right. We did get a second hype train going, so you owe us again. I don't know about that. I think you owe me. No. Cool. Thanks everybody. Come by hanging out. I probably should have pressed the raid button, but I was distracted. And I'm gonna click it in 2 seconds. Following. Ooh, Patty Cake's going. Let's raid Patty.
Oh, sweet.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
All that jazz.